All right. When we last left off, the party had faced off with the abominations below the Atlanta mortuary, where Flesh Skinner, the killer that Marcus is currently hunting all the way from California to Georgia, had built his flesh forge and produced his monstrosities. After they discovered a rare ray gun that was powering the machine, they decided to head back to Mechaville, primarily to rest up, but also to inform the mayor of what they discovered below. Disturbed, in the morning the mayor sent out a detachment of guards to the location immediately. After some due rest for everyone but Elliot and Jeffrey, who were deeply sick from their time in the sewer sludge, the party
Mhm.
decided to head out to the Rambler University, but not before stopping to Carter's house just to grab some proof for the university. There, the party entered the library, and after a strange interview with Marcus by the head librarian, they did some research on the tome they had found in Fleshskinner's lair. Using some decryption algorithms on the computer, they managed to decipher the book and discovered that Fleshskinner was headed for a vault to, in order to repeat his experiments with a larger power supply. With every trace or mention of a vault erased mysteriously from the library, the party has decided to set out using a map that they discovered of the local area, either in the direction of Vault-Tec Regional HQ that's in Terminus, or one of the military bases in Dixieland. I will go ahead and point out to you guys, right here uh, you are at the old tech ruins, the Rambler University, and the Vault-Tec Regional HQ is right here. So it's a short distance. Let me see how far away it is. That's not what I want. I want a line. It's about a mile and a half. I could show you the other map if you guys want to travel to a different location, or if you guys want to travel to Vault-Tec Region Lake U, it's cool with me. But there's also the Robbins Air Force Base that you discovered. There's Fort Moore on the border between Georgia and Alabama, and on the border between Georgia and Tennessee, there's a Fort Oglethorpe. So where do you guys want to
To
head?
Um,
the distance to the fort is going to take a day. So do we need to go back to McPhail and get supplies for the trip there and back, not knowing how long it will take?
It's up to you. Just whichever way you want to go.
I guess it would hurt to pick up some more things, but I'm very low on caps.
All right. If you guys
Yeah,
are heading
but
back to Mechaville,
yeah, there is always if you need quick caps, can I, there is a mail delivery that business that we can do some job for local delivery for quick money if need be. Yeah.
Grab a quick buck.
yeah, quick buck. Okay, so while you guys are traveling towards Mechaville, uh, as the party travels through Mechaville through Terminus to Mechaville, they find themselves stopped in a debris-filled section of Terminus, where rusted buildings are blasted out by the bombs stand, and ancient towers to a bygone era. Uh, the streets below are filled with portions of these towers that have fallen, signs, rebels, cars that have like long since abandoned. Um, some individuals stop you, and you guys are ambushed by an individual. And I will go ahead and move you to the ambush map.
Ambush.
Bush.
Oh, dares. Okay, I see.
The individuals stopping you are surrounded by a pack of dogs that are baying but held back on leashes by one of the men. A man in a large makeshift suit of metal, uh, right here to the right, stops you, and he's on hydraulics, like a pair of like stoots, is a suit like made of like street signs and hydraulics and different equipment,
Mhm.
and he essentially stops you and says, "This here's a toll road. Give us 200 caps each, and we'll let you pass."
200 caps.
Yeah, 200 caps,
200.
buddy.
I
I'll give
never,
you
I
200.
never even seen money like that.
200. You're asking for people who are well off to afford that.
There's plenty of traders in
And
the area. I know you guys have the money.
no, we are not traders. Look at us. Do you see? The Blumen Caravan with us? No.
You got stuff you can give us?
Oh, I got some stuff I can give you.
In that case,
Uh,
guys, we're gonna have to get these caps for you one way or another, and the man holding the dogs on the leash will drop them, releasing the hounds on you.
Release the
these hounds, do they just look like mutant hounds?
They're regular, yeah, mutant hounds, basically dogs with hairless curs, essentially.
Ew.
All right, sir. You are bringing this fate upon yourself. You have been warned. And
And
Marcus have his wife already.
and we're gonna start combat. Jonathan Carter told me what to do with his character this session, so he's gonna go ahead and spend a luck point for the Florida man. And Marcus, it's your turn.
The person in the suit of armor there. So, i- is it like a suit of power armor or anything like that? Marcus couldn't
It's
make
not
out.
quite power armor. It's just a metal suit that they've kind of pieced together out of hydraulics. Like it's probably a little bit weaker than power armor.
So
So
it's
it's probably
like a powered exoskeleton then.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so Marcus is going to make two attacks on the big person there that threatened him.
Okay.
I am using the hunting hunting rifle. Okay, so sh-
You hit. You actually generate two extra successes.
I will use those successes on the second attack.
Okay. And you hit as well
Uh,
with one success. All right, so you deal 6 damage and 11 damage, minus 2 on both, so that's 4 and 9. So 4 and 9, that's 13. So you deal 13 damage to his right arm, blowing off the arm that has the shield. He now has 0 physical damage resistance. And the next turn, now it's Jonathan Carter's. His Florida man is going to activate. As out from the trees, uh, as you arm yourselves and prepare to fight these raiders, a spear is thrown at one of the dogs. Clifton, roll damage on your spear for me. It's going to be the little combat die next to your spear attack.
Okay. How do I make my character sheet appear again?
It's on the right. It's you see that little book that says journal
Oh,
at the
right,
top
right.
right?
The book, and then I click
Then you click on
character. Yeah. Oh, right. I opened it up in a new window. So now I go to my gear. No, core.
I just learned a new tip. If your token is on the map, you can hold Alt and double click it, and it'll bring up your character sheet.
as he's going to appear
All right.
out
Throwing
from the
spear.
tree. Yeah, throwing spear.
All right. No additional die. Oh, it's in
That
the chat.
hits.
A. And then I roll damage.
The roll damage.
Okay.
Out from the tree down to one of the dogs is thrown a spear uh, that does 2 damage to one of the dogs. Uh,
I think I get my bleed effect though, right?
it does get your bleed effect. So it's going to
Okay.
deal 2 damage and it's going to bleed. As you see, Clifton, go ahead and describe your character for me.
Yeah. The class or whatever is tribal, and I very much look tribal. Uh, did you make my image pop up for me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Uh, so yeah, let me make it pop up again. Make it pop up again.
Okay, I'll make it.
I do like the way it's portrayed in the icon, but I am your classic tan, half white, half Native American kind of dude, right? So I've been in the sun a while. I am covered in scars, right? Deep deep scars that look like I've had, and honestly, some of them look like they would have killed a lesser being, right? So I am hardened. Um, Otherwise, I am and I'm definitely wearing less clothing, but I'm definitely fully clothed, right? Um, Most of it is ornate in nature, right? There's a few things that look like armor but are mostly ritualistic, right? And my face and my attitude is determined, confident, right? Um, so I think that's a pretty good intro description.
All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and add you to the initiative order. So if you open your character sheet, do you see initiative at the kind of at the top above your armor area?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
click where it says initiative.
15. Got it.
So we're gonna go ahead and do your turn right after Jonathan's, or right before Jonathan's actually. So go ahead and take your turn. You now have you've thrown a spear, but you can now attack.
All right. Let me orient myself natively. I'm attacking the dogs, so I clearly think the dogs are a threat. Um, and I'm going to continue attacking those dogs. I'll probably select the closest one, and I'm somewhat fearless, as you might determine from my scars, so I'm going to approach the nearest dog.
Okay.
I think with a move action,
A minor action, yeah.
and continue dishing some damage.
Sweet.
So I think that's like, I think we were talking earlier. I get to move a shorter distance, basically as a bonus action.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but a minor action.
All right, so moves 2, closest to this dog that's got the happy little, and I'm gonna just bust out my combat spear as my attack, and I think that would be the full turn, right?
Yeah, that's full turn.
All right, so combat spear, and then I can use additional dice, which are action points.
Yeah, you can use additional action points to basically make another attack. So it
Right.
costs 2.
Okay, and that's fine. I got lucky anyway. Did not do that. I got 1 success, and I rolled damage, and bada bing, bada boom.
3 damage. These creatures are
3
down
damage,
to
easy.
3 AP or 3 HP. As the next turn in the turn order is going to be Jonathan. I'm going to be autopiloting his character for the game. Uh, I uh, I asked him what to do with the Super Omega weapon, so don't worry about that. That's going to show up, but not yet. Uh, he's got a gun that is that gun, so he's going to attack with that gun towards one of the dogs, and he is going to go ahead and roll. That doesn't hit, and his gun jams. He's going to use a luck point to re-roll that, so the gun doesn't jam. Or to rather the complication does happen, so like his gun jams, but he's going to switch to his laser pistol and attack with that. He generates 2 successes, and
Crit, baby.
he's going to make two attacks with that. So let me roll another attack for him, and then I'll roll damage. Nice. So he generates another success. So let's go ahead and roll damage for him. So he rolls 6 damage twice, so 6 damage on this dog, and he's gonna kill this dog outright. All right, and that's his turn. Next in the turn order is gonna be Jeffrey.
Yay! So, what about this big guy in exoskeleton thingy? Can I attack him
Yeah, you
with
can attack him.
unarmed, or is he too high?
He's got no more armor because the shield that he was carrying in his right arm is broken.
Okie doke. I come to him. That's only 4 steps. And I use my karate chops.
Sweet.
Wait 1 sec. Wait 1 sec. Okay. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. Okay, let's do it. Wow.
All right, that does 4 damage. Or no, sorry, that hits with 2 successes generated, so you get 2 AP back.
2 action point. Sorry, do we have 0 action point at the start, or we have
I
almost
think
zero?
so.
You have 6.
We have 6. It is the first protection for the
I'm
gym
maxed out.
rules.
So I will use this 2 for 2 extra damage then,
Okay,
which I
cool.
generated. Phew!
Sweet.
That's
That
not that great.
does 6 damage to this guy, and that's going to
Look at those effects. Wow.
do an effect to his chest, so he's bleeding.
He's bleeding, and that's it, really?
All right,
Nothing I
that's it.
can do?
He's
You know what? I'll do another attack. I got all 6 points, so
okay.
I'll do another attack with obviously penalty to it. So I -2. Up, up. And we attack him one more time.
You do land the hit.
Interesting.
There's a complication. So you're punching. I'm gonna say you punch so hard that like you hurt yourself with the attack for 1 damage.
Okie doke, no problema. And now we go for a DiMaggio.
Okay.
Oh, again 6.
6. Okay, so you managed to kill this guy. Uh,
Yay.
and you let me see where you punch him. You managed to bust off the other arm or the leg, and he falls down and impales himself.
Ha ha ha.
Classic.
Okay, that's my turn then.
All right. That would have been his turn next. Out from behind one of the cars comes a girl riding on this mech, a lank mech. She's going to step forward. Uh, you killed my friend, and she's gonna slap the bot that she's standing on, the little like robot mech that she's riding, and she's gonna begin firing a turret from it at you, Jeffrey.
Uh, okay, try me.
Does that
Try
hit?
me. Yeah, one
Looks like it.
success, yes. Why not?
Yeah, it does.
That's gonna do 9 physical
9
damage. To
Savage.
to
where?
where?
Your right leg.
Right leg. Okay, I'll tell you what the defense is on my right leg. 5.
5. So it only does 4 damage to you. That's no
Quite a
injury, so you're
lot.
good.
Still quite a lot. Okay. Okie doke.
All right. That would have been the steel suit's turn. He's dead, so don't worry about that. And now, 2 of the ironclad raiders. One of them's going to run up to Elliot, since she mouthed off to him, and he's going to make an attack with his bladed tire iron.
Hit me.
Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay. 4 damage.
That does no damage to me.
Awesome. Elliot just kind of like slaps the guy's bladed tire iron away, and she's ready for her turn. Next is gonna be the dogs. One of the dogs is gonna run over to you, Ganayegi. I'm making them move as attack as a group, so basically that means they roll extra to guarantee, and then they roll extra damage. But they basically attack as one unit. So I'm going to roll 2 extra die to make sure they hit. Does the 1 hit? You have defense 1.
You're gonna have to walk me through how this works again, but
Uh,
So on your
they've got 1 success in there.
so basically on your character sheet, up near the on the core section,
Yeah.
it's going to say right here, on the right next to the Vault Boy head, where it says defense. Your defense is 2, so it doesn't hit.
Right next to the defense.
Yeah, so under your
I don't see
HP.
the defense there. Under my HP. HP is here. Yeah, defense. So defense is 2.
So defense 2 basically is based on your agility. Your agility is so high, you're basically dodging and weaving between these dogs. These dogs don't have a chance against you. You're used to handling several animals at once. They're kind of baying at you, and you're using your spear to keep them off. None of these dogs hit you,
Cool.
and it's Elliot's turn now.
It is my turn. Roll. Let me do thingy. Okay.
Heated super sledge. Let's go.
That lands a hit with 2 successes.
I'm going to take that extra AP that I just got
Yeah.
and add a damage dice.
Nice. All right, that does 8 damage. Let me see. You hit him for 7 health damage, so he is nearly dead.
Is that with the vicious?
Oh, with vicious? No, yeah, you straight up kill this dude. Yeah, you again Gallagher these guys with your hammer.
This is such a cool weapon. Thank you so much, Mark.
All right, and it's
Might
back.
move up.
It's back to Marcus.
Marcus will shoot at the other mechanized suit there.
Okay,
I would be doing 2 attacks with a hunting rifle.
that hits. You get 2 extra AP. I'm gonna put that back in the party AP.
Hmm. Okay, I will use 2 personal AP of mine to make another attack after this.
Okay,
7 for that one.
7 piercing, so that hits in the torso. Okay, the second attack hits as well. So that's 5 damage, or no, sorry, that's because you have piercing, that's 7 damage and 10 damage. You would do 17 damage to this character in the torso, and she's now bleeding as well. Or the bot is
May,
actually down, it's stunned. So,
okay, is it possible to give her a warning of, Miss, you can run now, unless you want to die here with your friends.
Don't be nice to her.
Oh,
She
you're
shot
so
at you.
nice. You're so
she's gonna
nice.
take you up on that, and she's gonna like slap the bot. The bot's not responding, and she's gonna, I'm, I'm out of here. Uh, Jeff, Dave, I'm not dying here, and she's dashing off. You don't get any XP for her, but she is gone. Ganayegi, it's your turn again.
Got it. I'm definitely killing as many of these dogs as I can.
Okay. You can make an extra attack for 2 AP. You have some AP on you, so let me go ahead and make it
Okay.
show up a little bit more.
I moved in between these 2. Can I take 1 on each, or is that?
Yeah, you can take an attack on each.
All right, so I'll move there. I'll use my combat spear, and then I'm just gonna. How do I spend the points? Or just minus
Yeah, minus
my
2.
action? -2. Okay.
Yeah, it's the blue stuff. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. And then I'm gonna, click my throwing spear,
That
and I'll
hits.
have a. I got 4 successes apparently. Does that mean I get 3 action points?
Yeah, you get 3 action points.
Okay, so that one hits and I'll roll damage.
Yeah, that hits and roll damage. Only does
Ooh,
1.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna double up on the same dog then, since I realize my first attack is not doing as much as I want. So,
You have a combat spear too. So you're spending the throwing
oh wait,
spears, but you also have a combat spear.
oh
If
yeah, I
you
meant
wanna
to.
roll damage with the combat spear instead, I'll say that.
Oh,
Uh,
do the successes from the first one.
yeah. So to
Won't
roll
they have
just
different targets
damage.
though? Well, I guess I would have passed both on the with the 6 and 5 with the 13 target.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me damage twice on your combat sphere.
Gotcha.
So you kill the first dog.
Gotcha. And then I just roll damage again on that.
Yeah. All right. Which dog are you hitting? The one right next to you?
It's the one next to me, yeah.
Okay. That's 4 damage. All right. Next
Then
is
it should
Jonathan
be
Carter.
piercing still.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's probably gonna die, but you know.
Piercing and persistent, so it's gonna take damage again next turn. So uh, it has 2 turns of persistent. So you do you know how to roll just your damage? So
Yeah.
down where the purple is, instead of clicking on the name, do you see those little Vault Boy head?
Yeah.
So when it's your turn again, just click on the Vault Boy head, and that'll roll
Yeah.
damage again.
Got it.
So it does persistent damage, which means you just roll your damage again, and it'll start bleeding again. Jonathan's turn, he's going to move up for his minor action, and he's going to fire at these dogs with his bat gun since it's unjammed now. That hits for 1 extra AP, and he's going to make another attack with his bat gun. That one, the second one doesn't hit, so he's going to roll damage. That's 6 damage on this dog right here, and it's going to take.
Even though it missed?
No, the first one
Oh,
hit. The
okay,
second one
okay.
missed, so he's going to
Got it.
roll damage, and it's bleeding. So next is Jeffrey.
Yay! Okay. Who looks the toughest out of them all? They're just dogs left, right? So
Yeah, it's just
there's no
dogs
one
left and
left.
one guy.
What about the guy in the back? Who
The
is
guy
that?
in the back is like hiding behind the truck. Like since his the girl who is hanging out with them in the mech left, it's Jeff and Davey is dead.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this guy. 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna Kung Fu punch him. I don't like him standing there in the back.
You hit him with 2 successes.
2 successes. You need 2 successes, so I generated 1, right? Boop,
No,
boop,
you
boop.
get 2 AP. I'm sorry, I need to start saying
Oh,
you
2
get 2
AP. I'm
AP.
full now. I'm full again. Yay. I'm
That
not
does
rolling good damage today, don't they?
Yeah, 7 damage with piercing 1. That does 7 damage to him. And where do you hit him? In his torso, so he's bleeding. He'll die next turn. It is
Okay.
now his turn, and he actually just bleeds out, and like he's dead.
So upsetting.
Next is
Poor
the
guy.
dogs. 2 of the dogs will run up to Marcus and make an attack. So I'll roll an extra die, and if they hit, that does not hit.
I def- defense is 2.
So 3 of the dogs will go again on Ganayegi Ama. And they will roll 2 extra die because there's 2 of them. That hits, and I'm going to spend some extra die on the damage. That does 7 damage to you. The location is your left arm.
Got it. Okay, 7 damage to left arm.
Mm.
How do I... Oh, body parts here.
Yeah.
How do I mark it against my left arm? It says I have 0
No, you
HP
just
on all my
you
body
just
parts
Oh,
I used to
the
get your
HP
on
is
map
this
part.
for
character sheet.
the HP is for like if you have power armor. So you just minus your HP for 4.
Got it. Does the
So
2 defense have a role there?
the 2 defense is just like whether or not you hit, and then the armor is how much you get hit for. So the armor is the mitigation, the defense is whether or not you land a hit.
Got it. Okay.
Next is Elliot's turn.
All right, let's start smashing dogs. I mean, I don't like to hurt dogs, but it's just I don't think they're gonna stop biting us.
They're certainly not very cuddly.
Okay, what happened to my character sheet?
Are you adding likes dogs?
Re- Reload this thing. Every time I try to bring my character sheet, it's just blank white. There you go.
Nice, that hits.
Just barely.
And the 7 damage. Which one of them are you hitting?
The one that is right next to me.
Right next to you.
So
Okay.
this one.
That one dies. You actually crumple its body, and it flies over to the tree.
And you know what? Am I in range to hit the one that's like sort of away from Ganayegi?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 of the party AP if no one minds.
No.
Try to hit that one.
All right. You hit it, but you have a complication, so you're gonna drop your weapon.
All right.
And that kills the dog. You send the other one flying back into this car, and it kills it as well. Marcus, it's your turn.
I will get using minor action to get the combat knife out and stab the dog to my closest.
Okay. That misses, and you drop the weapon.
Okay, turnover.
It's
Ganayegi,
okay.
it's your turn. This dog right next to you is gonna bleed out on your next turn. So just if you want to optimize damage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sprint over to help Donald.
Okay.
Or I can't remember the character name.
His Marcus.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcusio.
How far can I move?
You can move 9 tiles because you have agility 9.
It's pretty good.
Awesome. 3, 4, 5, 6,
Make an
7. All
athletics
right.
check for me if you're gonna jump across that.
Oh, that's a jump. Oh, okay. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Haha.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Yeah, just gonna hit the one to the north.
Okay.
With the combat spear. So I click combat spear. Don't put any dice.
That hits.
I get 1 success. I roll damage. If I want to put additional dice, is that something I can do on this?
Yeah, you can spend up to 3 AP to put additional die.
So if I put 1 additional die and I click
That-
submit,
That's 1. That's 1 AP. Yeah. So that hits for
1 AP,
persistent.
right?
So that's gonna be persistent too. So it's gonna take 2 damage, or it's gonna take your weapon's damage to next turn as well.
Yeah, then it's like savage or something like that.
Yeah.
I have to read that. But,
You have you have
a
hunter.
hunter or other.
So it has vicious. So that did 6 damage.
Got
So
it.
it's actually at 2. And next is going to be Jonathan Carter. John's going to turn away from the bleeding dog, and he's going to fire at this dog right here with that gun. And that gun is going to break.
Savage.
It does hit, but it breaks.
Some
This is gonna be fun to explain to him in the next session.
Yeah.
Your gun broke.
At least it's not the Omega gun that's breaking.
We went through a lot to get that gun.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and write broken on his gun.
That broken gun.
All right, and he's going to make another attack. Use his minor action to pull out the ray gun, and he's going to make another attack for 2 AP. That hits with 1 success, and then I'm going to roll damage for him. And that's going to be 5 damage to kill the dog. All right, so this dog is dead. Next is Jeffrey. The only thing left
Jeffrey.
is this dog up here, Jeffrey. I'm
Okay.
gonna say that the combat is over because like these two dogs are taking damage, they're bleeding. This dog is gonna die in this turn, and this dog is face. Roll damage for me, Ganayegi, on your spear, just so you get familiar with that.
Core roll damage on my
You
spear.
just click the vault boy.
Boom, click, bam.
Yeah, no, it definitely dies. Yeah, so combat's over. Uh, let me
For
see.
the surviving dogs that are not dead, is it possible just to scare them off?
Oh no, all the dogs are dead.
We've killed all the
They're
dogs.
dead now.
Yeah,
We
you
are
killed
This
dog
all of
killers
them.
now.
I'm going to introduce a character to the party and just autopilot him as well. Uh,
Okay.
just because Sako told me how to play his character, but I don't want to like spoil too much for him. But this is where he would have shown up as well. Um, as you turn, uh, you begin to hear some music. It almost sounds like someone's playing a radio. As around the corner comes an individual in a blue and golden foil suit. He turns the corner and clocks all of you, seeing that you guys were like in some sort of situation a second ago.
doesn't mean to clock me.
He means he sees you.
Got it.
You all see him as well, as he is an individual who looks a little bit squirrely. He is of a kind of brownish skin tone with brown hair and a thin pencil mustache. Um, let's see here. He is playing music on his Pip-Boy, and you can everybody roll me a perception difficulty 1. Perception survival difficulty 1 check.
Option survival.
Elliot sees it.
Do I just click survival?
No, it roll up at the top. Perception survival. You see it. Marcus does not see it, which is interesting. Let me roll for John as well.
So at the top of your character sheet, there's a little D20 dice. Click that, and then you can choose which attribute and skill you want
Got it.
to roll.
Perception. Thank you. Survival. Is it 2d20?
Yeah, 2d20. Clifton does not see it. The only person who sees it is Elliot and Jeffrey. On the back of his suit, in golden foil letters, which is strange because what little you do know about Vault Dwellers, Elliot and Jeffrey, they're supposed to have numbers. On the back of his
Yeah.
jumpsuit reads IRS.
IRS.
Sako
Spelling for the tax.
turns around and he says, "Well, hello everybody. How are you doing? I was just waiting at the crosswalk."
Hello, fellow human.
Did you know these guys were here?
Oh no, I was just waiting for the light to turn.
I like your
Elliot,
suit.
Elliot is gonna like look around and see if the light is even still functioning.
It's not. It's not at all.
Your cornbread's not done all the way in the middle, is it?
Well, you can't break the laws.
Uh,
Yeah, or else
And Mark,
the
I, and Marcus would pick up his knife and come over here in the conversation.
oh yeah, I would like to pick up my sledgehammer.
Yeah. And all
I'm
you
glad no
guys.
one's paying attention to me, and I'm harvesting meat from the dogs.
Okay. Roll me as you're harvesting meat. It's a butchery test, so roll me endurance survival. Just go ahead and roll 2 die endurance and survival.
2 die endurance survival. 2 die endurance survival.
You get 2 successes, so you get 2 AP back. It was a difficulty 0. So you get no, I'll go ahead and add it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 portions of mongrel meat. I'll add it to your inventory. So basically, the normal way is you'd go over to the compendium and type it in, but it's a little finicky, so I'll do that for you. Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
How much experience do we add?
Let me go ahead and see. You got 326 EXP. So that's gonna be 5. So 20 is gonna be 200, 508. So everybody's at 508.
Nice to meet you there. Are you from one of the local vaults?
Yes, I am. I'm actually curious. Are you a pre-war ghoul?
Yes. Uh, uh, do you just happen to be from the West Coast?
No, no, not the West Coast, East Coast. Anyways, are you a resident of the United States?
Uh, in a sense, yes. And I pull out my military dog tag pre-war.
Name?
And name, it is Frederick Muller, or in the database, since the name got adopted and changed, would be Marcus White.
Frederick Muller, and he's going to pull out his sheet. He pulls a large list out, and he's going to flip through, flip through, flip through, flip through, and he has a sheet. Some of them are new, some of them are old, some of them are yellowed, and he gets through. It takes about 15 minutes of this guy just pouring over the sheets. I don't know what you guys are doing in the 15 minutes, but
I will begin looting the
Feed,
corpses.
feed in Mr. Krabs.
as you're feeding Mr. Krabs and you're looting the corpses, uh, you get 2 bladed tire irons and 2 hardened pipe guns. Right here, I'll just type it out. 2 road letters.
This is all being put into the party loot.
Yep, combat shotgun.
Oh, combat shotgun. Does anyone mind if I take that?
You can take everything if you want. I don't really need anything from there.
Uh, he is going to finally land on it. He says, Frederick Muller, you owe 200 caps initially in or well, $200 initially in taxes. Compounding interest over, let's see here, 200 years. You owe about in caps. That's $10 to 1 cap. You owe about 5,000 caps in taxes to the IRS.
Do I
Hi,
really need
Aaron.
to? Do I really need to pay those taxes since the American government fell
The American
and has?
government has not
Oh,
fell, sir. It is still in operation. The IRS is in operation. You owe 5,000 taxes to the IRS, or collections will come for you. I am part of the collections agency.
The tax man cometh.
Hey, I
well,
don't know how you're gonna get
even
out of it.
even with the bombs fell, taxes still have to be paid.
Yeah.
I thought I had to pay taxes to my homestead, not to the IRS here.
You're a dual resident. You're also a resident of America. According to these documentation, you do owe taxes. You owe 5,000 in caps. How would you like to pay that? Caps, dollars, resources?
Well, well, I can't really pay that as I'm not that wealthy. I could pay that off.
Ah, understood. In that case, we can put you on a payment plan. I will need about well, we could put you on about 100 installments of 50 caps.
That seems fair.
Wait, what? You're gonna pay him?
Oh, and
No, 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 no.
he looks over to you and she says, "What's your name, ma'am?"
My name is Nunya.
He's
What's
going
your
to
name?
he's going to flip through his sheet for a second before he realizes you're making fun of him. Oh, you're one of
Okay.
those.
You know, I'm the nicest guy in the world, but I want to kill him.
Yeah,
No,
when he made this character, I
okay.
was like, you do realize half the party may kill you, actually.
Uh, Marcus should remember he doesn't need to show ID.
Yeah.
You have a legal right.
He's going to clock the other ghoul, and he's going to say,
Exactly the same thing.
sorry, I am looking through my notes to see what this is. According to text code 113-1A or 2B, ghoul collections, in the case of individuals surviving from the bombs, according to strange mutations or possible post-atomic fallout radiation interaction with the human physiognomy. In the strange case of this is even possible. Ghouls are to be collected from for their original contending tax amount, and uh, Johnathan Carter is going to he's going to ask him what name, sir, and Johnathan is going to spend a luck point because he told me to do this. I told him what would happen. He's going to spend a luck point to see if he can tell him Vincent Ralphman, uh, the name of the identity ID card that he has. Uh, so he's going to roll a luck speech check. It's weird that I'm piloting two characters at this moment.
Yeah.
Do you think
You're
somebody
talking to
should?
yourself.
I am essentially talking to myself, yeah.
We don't think you're crazy. We think you're normal.
And he's going to roll an intelligence speech check to check that, and he fails. For all intents and purposes, Juan Simieto is going to spin the next. He's flipping through his sheets. Yes, Vincent Ralphman, residence, Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, I see here you actually are owed a tax credit of, uh, well, no compounding interest, but you are owed a tax credit of $150. In modern money, that would be 15 caps. Here you go, sir. And he hands Johnathan 15 caps.
Nice. So wait, he gets money, but you want to take Marcus's money?
Well, yes, that's how taxes work, man.
What the hell are tax?
That would
Redistribute.
That would be what you owe to the pre-war government. We do have requirements, and we do have contingencies in the case that people forget what a taxing agency is. Taxes are required to be paid to the government for necessities and public operations and public to ensure the survival of the U.S. government, to supply supplies, to provide for public services, to provide for public goods, and to provide for the reinstallation of the U.S. government.
Think think you got your work cut out for you, man. Good luck.
Ma'am, what is your name? Your name? As she walks off into the distance, but Elliot, you are going to basically be heading back to Mechaville, as the rest of you are also heading back to Mechaville. Ganayegi, are you following them?
I'm kind of watching from a distance, and I believe that I will stalk them effectively. But uh,
Roll sneak.
I kind of look like I don't have a clear direction. This is more of a survival thing for me.
Uh,
That's why I went straight for the meat.
and he's going to keep following, ma'am, for the next 10 minutes as you guys head back to Mechaville. And I will move you guys to the Mechaville screen. Uh, as you get
No,
to the gate
well,
of Mechaville, uh, And he finally stops and he says, "I guess you aren't going to tell me your name, man. I do have other people to collect from, and I do need to head to the Vault-Tec Regional headquarters to collect some documents."
Documents. Come on, man. There's a ton of money to be made. You're not gonna get much asking people nicely.
Well, yeah, in the case that I have to forcibly collect things, I will forcibly collect things, but we do have rules and regulations we have to follow, ma'am.
Marcus, did you give this guy your money?
Yeah, did you give this guy your money, Marcus? A first installment of
No,
99?
uh, I don't have that kind of money on me, so no.
No, see, he's got a bank account, his checking and a savings.
Could borrow from John. He just got a lot of money.
John does actually have a lot of money because of his luck stat. He's got 270 caps.
Wow.
Mm.
I'm going to say John is going to sigh, reach into his pocket, and pay you for the first installment of 50 caps. We're now to 99 installments of 50 caps. I'm taking money out of Johnathan since he didn't show up.
Uh, uh, Elliot, I thought the NCR taxman was bad, but compared to the American IRS, that is comparing uh, metaphorical apple to peaches for how dedicated they are.
Yeah, I guess they're really dedicated. I didn't even know they still existed.
I thought all the institution tied to the American government disbanded, but apparently I was wrong.
No, we
Enclave.
survived under the
Plural.
vaults. Vault-Tec guaranteed the survival of the IRS as per tax code regulation 456789B.
And as per American law dictates, I I will make my displeasure known for having to pay taxes after the official government have fallen.
The official
Hey,
government hasn't fallen. We are still in process of we actually are in communication with some individuals who are supposed to be the official government. So
Who may they be?
they're calling themselves the Enclave. I actually need to get in contact with them as well.
they probably owe
I
taxes.
with market knowledge of the West Coast, uh, does the enclave mean anything?
Roll me an intelligence science check, difficulty 2. You do succeed. Marcus, you know the history of the Enclave. It is an organization that essentially attempted to take control forcibly, treating the wasteland as mutants, and the wasteland survivals as like mutated, useless offshoots of humanity. They believed themselves to be the pure strain of humanity, and attempted to create a disease that would have destroyed many individuals in the wasteland in order to reclaim America. The Enclave is a dangerous organization who have radical beliefs.
Uh, do, did I get the Volvet Dreader name?
The Barton Dweller has not said his name yet, and yeah.
Voltage Dweller, I should inform you that this enclave you're dealing with, they are a dangerous group that you don't necessarily want to get involved with, especially if they're from individuals, assuming you're dealing with their descendants. They are radicals that have not good intention at heart.
He's going to nod and he's going to say, "You know what? Actually, I imagine that the U.S. government is probably dangerous, sir, especially to individuals who don't want to pay their taxes."
Mhm.
Paying
Oh, are
taxes
you
is
you
one
trying to say something? Hold on, you trying to
pay,
say something?
paying taxes is one thing, but actively
He's
going
just
on a
being.
genocide campaign to get rid of mutants and undesirables. That is another issue altogether.
He's just gonna look at you confused. He has no idea what you're talking about.
And I explained to him what war crimes the Enclave did.
I'm gonna move the timer up about an hour because it's gonna take you about an hour to go over the history of the of the Enclave to him. But you're basically explaining to him that the U.S. government is still he still believes the U.S. government is in operation. If nothing, the IRS is in operation. He knows the IRS is in operation. He knows that Vault-Tec is in operation, and Vault-Tec was allied with the U.S. government, and that there are many vaults still remaining. But he understands you finally. He gets it through his thick, thick skull. The Enclave it has possibly lost their original purpose. He says, hmm, well, that still leaves the Taxman. We've got to
I have
rebuild
no issue.
America.
I have no issue with the taxmen and paying the IRS. Enclave, by now they are insane and have lost their original purpose. We want. They may want to kill you if you are a threat to them.
Understood. We did have codes and regulations and contingency plans in case of this.
Is Flesh Skinner a pre-war ghoul?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I bet he owes taxes. Hey, there's a guy who's probably really delinquent on his taxes. We're actually
I've
after him right now.
I've they're the old ghoul I am after. His name is Flesh Skinner. Or well, his name is Elijah Merrill.
Elias
Um,
Marrow. Elias Marrow, delinquent for $2,000 pre-war. That's going to be compounding. He owes about at his tax rate. Oh wow. 30,000 caps.
Man, that guy
Hey,
never paid his taxes.
is would it be true that this is a period of inflation? I feel like deflation could be a legitimate outcome of post-apocalyptic war.
Well, the cap actually reduces the amount that he would owe. This man owed $300,000 to the IRS after committing interest,
Guy
but
was
the
the
cap
cockphone.
reduces it to 30,000 caps because the cap is worth $10. I did the math on this. No idea.
Wow.
why don't you join us? Maybe you can somehow collect on
Alright.
that man's debt.
Collections is what I'm here for, and he says I guess I can put off heading to the Vault-Tec regional headquarters. Uh, where
Somebody ask him
exactly
how
is he?
successful he's been. I,
My we are currently trying to locate him. We do have some leads where he may or may not be, which is why I came here. He is wanted on the what would be the formerly known as California for war crimes committed there, and he plead justice there.
Understood. He's a criminal, so that will actually affect his tax rate. And uh, certain individuals,
But
let's see here.
to everyone else around Marcus, they see him enjoying this show, just just gloating a bit.
Do we notice that the other guy is following us?
Uh, Give me a perception survival check, difficulty 0. Like you guys can get some AP back if you want to. Just as a warning, anytime I give you a 0, yeah, you can roll complications. Elliot, you're going to uh, have a difficulty with like perception checks for like an increase in difficulty for the next couple of. So anytime I tell you to roll a perception check for the rest of the session, it's going to go up one. So
Oh,
difficulty
very
0,
nice.
you don't have to roll, but you can get
Yeah.
complications. You do know that the guy is behind you. He is following you. He's been following you for the last 30 minutes.
He
About
just
an
has like a
hour.
bunch of dog meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, like just this tribal guy has been following you for the last hour, and
Right.
he enters under the gate, and at the gate they hold a man named Bark. You all have run into him as you enter into the north gate. He holds up his hand. He says, "Purpose of visit." Oh wait,
Purpose of
Marcus. I
visit.
see Marcus. Elliot. Yeah, I remember you. Jeffrey. What's your name, sir? And he's pointing down at the tribal guy. As you guys all
I
turn
just
around
hold
and
up the
notice
dog
him.
meat. He's looking for a purpose.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
looking.
necessarily. It's clear that I'm separate from the rest of the team. So, tribally, I'm looking like I'm going for trade, and I've got food or something. I also need you to describe the scene to me because I don't know this
I,
environment at all.
I,
That's why
I,
I'm
I,
polite.
I, for updating the loot page, is everyone okay with me taking a hardened
Um,
pipe gun and just replacing it with the pipe gun I have?
just for the scene, you are seeing a town
Sounds
that
good.
is the largest village that you have ever seen, Marcus. It's not even a village. You have no conception of a place where more than about 50 people have ever lived. There are 5,000 people in this town and milling about, just going about their business. The walls of this town are built out of large metal containers that you've never seen before, and there's a giant gate on which stands a man above, about maybe 50 feet above you, uh, who's barking things down at you. That's why they call him Bark. And there's a sheet metal gate that's raised on chains that lift up in order to allow people in.
And does
He
trade happen outside like the picture or inside?
It happens in both locations. There's a location inside called the Indoor Bazaar, like a large pre-war mall that was converted into essentially a walkable, like indoor bazaar trading area. And there's trade that happens outside with like random traders that come in and out of the town through areas. The whole area of Dixie is known as the Dixie Trade Assembly, made out of like 3 trade companies.
Okay, I'll remember some of that. So yes, I don't really. It's like a I don't really understand what he's saying necessarily, but I understand that this is a monolith and this is something special. So almost reverently, I kind of like sort of kneel and hold up the dog meat, almost like I'm offering something, wondering if that'll have an effect or if that's what's being desired.
He just kind of rolls his eyes and he puts his hand in it and finger his head. The guy who's standing about right here says, "Roll up the gate," and they begin to lift it up. And you notice your libations and offering to this great monolith have allowed you passage into the town. You are now in the town proper.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look at the rest of the party, not my party, but the people I've been following, uh, wondering if it's for them or for me. Like I'm not entirely sure that the gate was raised for me. I don't know if the guy that Bark is letting them in as well with this action.
Hey, buddy,
Bark points at
let's
you
go in.
and he says, "Get in."
And okay, I understand that I understand the point is me, and I enter. Yeah, still a star. I'm definitely like stargazing or like enraptured with the grandness of everything as I enter.
Uh, are you guys interacting with this individual at all?
Yes, why not?
Yeah, I think Elliot.
I'm very friendly. I interact with everyone.
What are you saying to him? What is your first question towards this tribal guy?
Where you come from? What's your story?
Why did you take all that
Uh,
meat from the dogs, man?
yeah, and and I'm a little bit taken aback by the set of questions since I didn't think you wanted anything to do with me since I've just been following you for 15 minutes and you've ignored me.
No, no.
No,
I also
there
don't
was a
fully.
tax guy trying to extort us for money.
As long as
Yeah,
you're not
I also
IRS
don't.
guy.
I don't fully comprehend. There seems to be a language gap, so uh, you know, almost comically, you'd have to talk to me slower, like, or you'd pretend to try
Are we
and talk to
playing
me like,
charades
"What's the
with your
dog meat
character?
for?" Something like that, because it's clear, like, you know, I've got some tribal lingo. Um,
Okay, doke.
and then I'm a little bit confused as you point to the dog meat, and I must feel guilty, and I offer you some because it wasn't exactly me killing everything.
Oh, no thanks, buddy. That's all yours. You can keep it.
And I looked a little bit confused, and I kind of offered the dog meat to anybody else, like it's theirs,
Just a
their right to
party
claim
favor.
some.
I'll take it for Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs likes dog meat.
The thing will
And
eat anything you
so,
give it,
And
I
I
think.
say, thank you, stranger.
yeah, and
Or
I don't know how to transfer stuff out of my gear, but I am gladly, uh, respectfully, I guess, sharing this dog meat as
I will
I
minus
watched you guys
one.
do some pretty vicious stuff.
I will minus one. Mongrel dog meat is what it's called. Uh, Jeffrey. So you now have one mongrel dog meat. Or
Mongrel
you can
dog
just
meat.
feed it to Mr. Krabs right now.
I feed it to Mr. Krab, yeah.
Uh, you notice for the first time, uh, Mr. Tribal Guy, that there is a small Mirelurk that you would be familiar with, a Mirelurk hatchling following Jeffrey. And it's not your first time that you've seen somebody take in a creature as like they're almost like their servant or pet or like domesticate or like train a wild creature. Like it's a familiar action to you. He
Mm.
has a familiar to him which it follows him, a familiar spirit of the wasteland.
Spirit of the wasteland.
Yeah, it's treated like a pet essentially, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then I would
Oh,
kind of like you almost like offer a treat to somebody else's dog. I would offer some of this dog meat to the Mirelurk.
The Mirelurk
Double
begins
keep it.
to
If
just kind of nibble. It quickly devours this meat, and you can see it kind of get plumped up a little bit. It grows almost before your
very.
eyes a little bit in front of all of you.
That's so unsettling.
yeah, me, I would be unbothered by this, and then I do something. I'll just describe it as acutely tribal, but sort of like reverent, almost like there's some ritual I have around this Mirelurk as I feed it. That I'm not going to describe in great detail, but it's you might think of it like some kind of Indian dance, but real short, almost like what's the Christian thing where you tap your forehead and your chest and all that.
Oh yeah, the
Um,
making the cross.
yeah, it's like one of those kind of actions. It only takes like 10 seconds or less, but it's clear I've done it before. Almost like a goodwill or like a combination of goodwill, good boy kind of vibes. But then I kind of like assuming I have to go in the gate, right? And then I can't talk forever, and Bark is going to bark. Um,
Yeah,
I kind of
he looks
ask if
down at
you're
you
all
guys
going
all
in.
like kind of like sitting at the way of this gate. He says, "Get in."
I think we should go. Hey, do you even know where you're
Yes.
going?
I definitely understand that, and I I kind of shrug confused, nod my head. I don't understand the world I'm in right now,
Just gonna wave you
and
and tell you to follow.
I join
I'm
us.
glad to do so, still carefully.
Uh,
Alrighty then.
Where
I
are you guys headed?
uh, I would like to go to the mayor office and see if the mayor is there.
Okay, you guys are headed to the mayor's manor. I'll go ahead and move you there.
Mhm. I would make sure I have used a dose of the skin cream. So
So he's not.
did we?
What you see
I
before you, uh, Ganayegi, is two ghouls. Like you are familiar with the creature that is a ghoul, a long living one, and one of them is glowing, an even rarer sight, a mighty glowing one. They make people sick, and you're familiar with the idea that being around this one is will make you sick. He rubs some sort of cream on him, and the glow dissipates, and he becomes a long living one again.
That's somebody in this party or somebody
Yeah,
inside the.
that's Marcus. Marcus is a glowing ghoul. He has become a glowing one, but
Gotcha.
he rubs cream on him and suddenly becomes a regular. It's like a Radaway cream. He rubs some sort of cream on him and it dissipates the glow for a day.
I'm gonna like
I
grab his arm and kind of like rub his skin, kind of like curiously.
Hey,
don't
hands off
rub
the merchandise.
don't rub too much, or you may get some radiation poisoning.
This
I
means
gesture that I'm not concerned.
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
Juan comes up to a building that he has never entered before, looks at the extravagance of it, and says, "It's time to take collections." And he's going to head into this building ahead of all of
Please
you. At
raise the
which is
dragon.
standing in the foyer uh, an individual who's going to stop him with one hand. What's your name? Why are you at the mayor's manor? It's Bramston, the mayor's guard, and the mayor standing next to him. I'm the IRS. And Bramston's eyes go wide. He is a pre-war ghoul as well, and he is just going to begin laughing manically. It's the first time you've seen this intimidating figure. Bramston follows the mayor everywhere, and he keeps himself completely covered so people don't know he's a ghoul. But Bramston is just laughing his ass off as he turns to the mayor and says, "Your turn, buddy." And the the Juan is going to ask the mayor, um, "Sir, are you aware that your family possibly owes?" Well, sorry. First, what is your name, sir? And he's gonna. The mayor like prims himself like a peacock and says, "I am Mayor Franklin Thomaston Ray the Seventh. Why, I am the descendant of Franklin Thomaston Ray the Third, the founder of Mechaville." He's going to flip through his book immediately, frenetically, and he's going to say, "You owe 100,000 caps to the IRS. Uh, According to tax code 1131A, collecting from descendants, I collect on behalf of pre-war debts of ancestors. In cases where a direct lineage can be traced, the tax burden is passed down to descendants who are responsible for any back taxes, penalties, and interest accrued over time. Your great 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 grandfather owed at least $10,000 in taxes at the time of his death. His company was wealthy enough that he could have afforded it, but he owed it, and it was not yet paid before the bombs fell. The mayor's going to look to the left, look to the right.
Is this is this a roll? This feels like a roll moment.
Yeah, this is a roll, and he's going to charisma speak check the mayor. It's going to be a charisma barter, and I'm going to spend one action point to make him roll 3. The mayor's going to have to roll against this roll. He does not succeed. The mayor breaks past him. Get me out of here. Bramston, run! He is running from his own palace.
That's great.
From the IRS.
From the IRS. Yeah, he's familiar with taxes because there are taxes in Dixie. He understands the tax man, and he's like, "Bramston, run!" Bramson's going to head after him and grab him with one arm behind his back, one arm, and he's just going to. You see legs fly out from under him as like Bramson grabs him with a strong arm, and his legs fly out, his hands fly out, and he's just held there in place. The mayor's not going anywhere. Neither is Bramston. What are you guys
Told
doing?
you.
What did Marcus come here to do?
Oh yeah, I was going to inform the mayor of the update of what uh, what we what we learned to see if any more additional information can be learned of if there are those people who would know about votes in the city here.
We're gonna have
Uh,
to catch him.
there is a Vault-Tec Regional headquarters that Juan mentioned he was headed towards, and that you guys kind of walked away from. It was in the center of town. You guys walked past it actually. It was on the map where you guys fought the battle. The regional headquarters is like in the middle of town, like in between the Ramblitech University and Mechabell. You guys walked away from it. It was on the battle map a little bit south of where you guys headed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we came here to repair, get resources for the trip. Marcus will write up a report on what he learned and just give it to the mayor's bodyguard. Uh, when the mayor is in a better mood, give him this on what I learned about the flesh skinner plant in the area, and I give him the detailed information.
The mayor and the taxman appear to be discussing something, and the mayor reaches in his pockets. Fucking, and he's gonna hand him about 100 Dixies. They're worth 1,000 caps. That's your first payment, sir. First payment of 10,000 caps. The mayor owes 10,000 caps to this man, and
Um,
you are now with a man who is carrying 100 Dixies on him.
yeah, so you're just gonna give that money to the government?
Yeah, you Americans really take taxes seriously, don't you?
Yeah, well, the mayor doesn't realize that this man is not from the Dixie Trade Assembly. He just thinks he's a taxman.
Oh, that's
Like,
why he forked over the cash.
yeah, like he thinks he's a taxman. Like he's familiar with vault dwellers doing different jobs, and it would not be out of the question for a vault dweller to take a taxman job of all things. A hated taxman job for the Dixie Trade Assembly. He forks it over. He says, "Do not come back here before you need to, sir. I'll be back in a month." And he walks back over to you guys. So Elias Skinner, huh? Or Elias Marrow? You guys said that you were going over to him for we can go to him for collections.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly like we can just go to him. He's a little hard to find, but all the best
We
ones are, aren't they?
Listen, he got money. The player is not here who is controlling him. So we have no like emotional attachment to him. Let's just get him somewhere into the dark corner and kill him and take all the money. The guy can make another character. He can make another character. This
That's
one is annoying anyway.
brutal, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
We've broken the
Jeff,
fourth wall.
Jeffrey, this is a thing about the taxman.
Wait, Jeffrey, I
If
thought
he,
you were the friendly super mutant.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I still hate taxmen. You know what I mean?
Jeffrey, I don't
he'll be
like
friendly until
taxes,
someone tries to make him pay
taxes
taxes.
either. Jeffrey, do you know what happened to taxmen if you kill one, another one show up, and then another one, and after that, if you keep killing them,
I'm perfectly
there's no winning
fine
with these
with
agents.
him rolling several characters from the same vault.
We can poison him and then nobody can tell we killed him.
Oh, Jeffrey,
Oh, we'll be poisoning him
Jeffrey,
anyway because we're all hanging out with Marcus.
Jeffrey, back in my day, people tried to poison the taxman, and I can tell you, the taxman, and I can tell you, it's never turned out well for the people who have to owe money.
Okay. You know when he was taking the money and giving the money, can I like roughly maybe to roll my perception, calculate how much money he got in the pocket right now?
Yeah, give me a perception barter check, because you're like basically trying to see. It's gonna be difficulty two. You're trying to see if you saw how much he basically got.
Barter. And I will buy one more dice.
No, you couldn't really see like hands
Oh,
covered
yeah.
hands as like money was exchanged. You saw at best it was not a small amount, but you have no idea how much.
Okay. Okay. I'm not trying to imply anything, but you know, he got money and he
That's why
following
we
us.
should keep him with us because these people are just giving him money.
Okay, so we kill him later when he get more money.
Yes.
Does he?
Okay.
Are you
That,
saying this in character?
no.
We're sidebarring this.
No, I'm actually
Elliot
a
and
nice
Jeffrey.
guy.
I'm
I'm
gonna
actually
make you roll if you're sidebarring this. Make me what would it? Because it's not sneak and speech because you can't roll agility and speech. Roll me an agility and speech check, both of you.
Well, who do you want
agility.
to hear it?
I,
Maybe you should roll for the person you want to
oh,
overhear this.
you're right. That's better. That's better. I'm gonna make this a difficulty three perception and speech check for Juan.
Oh my god. Difficulty 3. So I still need to roll, yeah? Oh my god.
He does not hear you guys talking
Oh, that
behind his
was
back.
speech strength.
No, that was a joke. I wasn't talking about it. I'm a nice guy. In the character, I will never kill anyone, but like
Oh, never.
out
Okay.
of character, I'm saying. Out
Oh,
of character. We should kill him and keep the money.
No, I mean it doesn't matter. Even with perception, he doesn't hear you guys say it. Like he's
It says two successes.
two
I feel
successes. It
like
was a difficulty three. He didn't
Oh, I
get any
see. Okay.
crits,
Yep.
so he
All
has not
right.
heard you guys say essentially in character. Maybe we should get rid of him.
he's kind of annoying. He's kind of
Yeah, he
pacing off
is.
all the NPCs when you talk to him.
Yes. Okay. So can we have a minute now? Heard Donald saying something about Enclave experimenting on the people, on the people experimenting with the super mutants. And as you know, I was turned into super mutant at some point when I was a kid, but I don't have memory of that. So I asked Donald, "Listen, you said something about some Enclave experimenting. I wonder if those were the guys who turned me into super mutant.
I
What
think
do you
it's
know about
into super mutants, the original one. The American Army did experiment with soldiers with FEV to make super soldiers like super mutants, but also there was a master who was in West Coast that his plan to use modified FEV to make super mutants to unify everyone under one race. And then there was also circumstances where groups used FEV to make super mutants as well, by just environments making them into that
And as you
condition.
mentioned this, you do recall Fleshkinner has been getting FEV from someone named Osiris. It was in the note in the book. The note in the book said, "I will supply some more to you as soon as possible." Someone named
it?
Osiris from the Ghostface crew essentially was providing Fleshkinner with FEV.
Okay, but I'm trying to investigate my own,
Yeah.
turn into a super mutant. So
So you have
feel
no
free.
idea whether it's the master, whether it's Fleshkinner, or someone recent, someone who's been doing stuff. I don't know how long you've been a super mutant.
How long I've been a super mutant? I don't know as well because like
Give me an if you want me to like do the backstory for you, or if you want to
Uh,
discover your backstory, yeah.
like I said, yes, I don't remember anything. Last thing I remember, I was a little kid, and I barely have any memory from that except that book, kid's book I have with the kung fu, and then I was turned into a super mutant. I flashly remember someone experimenting on me, but like it's just a little flashes, nothing serious. So yeah, feel free to create my backstory. I was thinking to tie it up to Enclave, but I wasn't sure if Enclave is active in your game. Obviously, it is.
It is.
So
It
yeah,
is.
yes, yes. So you can tie it to the Enclave.
Roll me an
Yes.
intelligence science difficulty 4 check.
Wow. I got 5 points, so I will buy 2 dice with the 3 points. Science and intelligence
Yeah,
with 2 extra dice.
because you're trying to remember something.
Okay. I will reroll with the luck point.
Okay, 2 luck
2
points. Go ahead and reroll for me.
points. Uh, what was it? Sorry, intelligence, science. One more.
You can spend
3.
another luck point to reroll it.
All right. Let's use the luck points. I don't have many of them. How much I need? Target is 9. It's not too bad. Except I roll 14.
All you
Okay,
can
last
rem Okay, last luck point. Let's do it.
last last luck point. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's not meant to be.
All you
Brutal.
can remember are screams and flashes of individuals who are as small as a child. Some flashes make you think that like the faces don't seem to be the right shape, and there are things on their back, but that's about as much as you can gather.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Maybe something else will come up and you'll remember
Yes. Yes.
more,
Of
but
course. Of course. But
for now, all
now,
you can remember are screams and the flashes of figures that are about a child size.
perfect. Perfect.
Where are
Perfect.
you guys headed next?
Probably the
Getting
big
some
dog.
getting supplies. Uh, uh, assuming uh, hmm, the male bodyguard got the part of what he needed to know, so he is alert of what may or may not happen if we are not around to handle the situation depending on the timetable, the plans of flesh skinners.
All right. In that case, go ahead and I'll move you guys to the indoor bazaar if you guys are going to be shopping for this episode. But like, just know that like the area that would be closest to you to get information on the vault would be Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters. I'll move you guys over to the indoor bazaar.
The items we have in the party looked the vote leathers, the bladed tire irons, and the pipe guns. Do any of us want those?
No.
no.
Juan is going to be coming with you. Jeffrey is still with you, and I'm gonna move Ganayegi here, and that's your full party.
Okay,
Ga
so yes,
Ganayegi, for the
you
first time, you have never seen a room or a place this pristine. You are walking into an open, like half barrel shaped ceiling with like nice glass on the roof. Uh, Open floor mall plan with like different buildings that you can enter with like the scent of like a cleaned tile and like plants flowing in from around you. Like this is a pristine environment if you've ever seen one.
I mean, I have. Are we talking like legit, like mall of
This is all
2024?
yeah, this is almost like a mall. Like it's been cleaned and kept up. Like
Like
they've
it doesn't look like Fallout.
it looks like there's windows that are busted. There's occasional like aging on the building, but they've taken care of this building and they've like updated it. Like it's been repurposed. Some of the buildings are like made out of rusted. Some of the interior buildings are made out of rusted metal, but they've cleaned out the tile. They've swept everything. It's a building that's now in reuse.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely. I agree with your analysis that I am still perplexed.
Hey, dog meat guy. What's
Mhm.
your name?
Dog
I
meat
never
guy.
was. I get the
Again?
idea. I point to myself, do the head tilt like you're asking about me, and then I say Ganayegi, and
We're
you
gonna
guys
have
can
to
just
come
say
up with a nickname for you.
Master Ganayegi.
I my full name is Ganayegi Ama. And then in a much more tribal way, I say, my friends call me Gan.
Awesome. Can I call you Gon?
I do nod yes.
My name Elliot.
God. And I nod again, understanding that still I'm definitely standoffish, but not in an unfriendly way, just a shy way.
You're gonna like it here. I offer
Little.
you a radgrass cigarette.
Uh, I'll add the item to your inventory, but if you use it, it has hallucinogenic properties. You are familiar with radgrass as being a thing that your tribe would use to see visions.
Right. And I know what to do, and I take it immediately.
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
So just go into the chat and type /roll d20.
Go into chat / roll d20, like one word.
Yeah,
It'll be
like a
slash
command.
R or like 1d20.
Uh, yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
You
Oh,
roll the
wait, is that
complication.
bad in this?
No,
that's
you
bad.
are having a hallucinogenic
The
trip.
bad one.
No, he has a hallucinogenic trip, and that's amazing. That's what I wanted to happen. Um, in the next couple of minutes, Ganayegi, as you're walking around, you see a pristine white rabbit. Uh, I'm trying to find my notes. Where is it? Where is it? Damn it.
I'm starting to think I didn't roll that 20.
Elliot, you see us, or not Elliot, because this was in case Elliot rolled it. Ganayegi, you see a small, fluffy. It should be white, except it keeps changing colors. Green, purple, orange, neon pink, back to green, then back to its normal white fur. You see a little white rabbit, and it looks at you with its little black eyes, and then says to you, "You really need to be careful around colorful people and men with special fingers. I'm not sure that any part of you knows this, but be careful around them." It begins to hop away. Oh, also, I'd wake up before you forget how. It leaves through a lily pad on the floor. You fall in after it and hit your head.
Okay, and men with missing fingers, is that what we said?
Yeah. You need to be careful with men with special fingers and around the colorful people.
Yeah, I got the colorful people. All right, so the rabbit's racist. Got it.
Good conclusion.
All right, cool. What did the party think of me tripping out for the last couple minutes?
Elliot thought it was hilarious.
Am I like fetal position in the corner?
You,
No.
well, your head has hit the floor. Like you were following something, following. Then you tried to follow it into the ground, and your head hit the floor. You're like kneeling down.
Does this mean I need to roll for damage?
Yeah, yeah. Roll me a d4.
All right, let's see. 4/roll d4.
Yeah, you take 4 damage as you crack your head on the tile.
Got it. All right. Let me find that character sheet. Got it. Okay. Means I'm a little bit fucked up right now.
Yeah. Your head is bleeding, like very severely, and you've cracked the tile where the floor was.
While this is going on, Marcus is uh, going over to the junk dealer here and sell all the item that we acquired in that counter. Just
Uh,
selling it at book price.
at a reasonable price for everything, like I'm not gonna cost $5, so that would be
Uh,
10,
yeah,
37.
I but selling it at it would be total about 125 about, and then third would be 30, 35, 30-ish, 7 caps.
Okay, roll me a barter check against his barter check to see if you can get the full price.
Nice.
He with a master trader, he has an additional success, so that's 3. So no, you get about 30, 35 caps for all that good. The tax man who's following you, who sees that you've gotten more caps, is going to say you may consider paying that down forward to your total, sir.
I
He
told
holds out
you.
his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fine, and I give that and what caps had in the party fund to pay for that.
So you have paid your second installment. Like he says, don't worry, in 2 months I'll come back for the rest. Uh, that's your second installment of 50 caps. You are now down to 98 installments.
You know, this rate, not that we're making a whole lot of money, so this is going to take much more longer than 2 months to get the remaining 49,900.
He says, don't worry, it's a 50 installment every 2 months or every month. I'll be back next month, or someone will be back, and he now has 105 in the new money. All right. What are you guys doing? You guys heading out to the Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters? Or you guys heading into a military installation base?
I'm gonna buy some food.
Okay. As you run in, you see a young lady in like a green outfit, and she's going to say, "Hello, welcome to my shop.
What's good to eat here?
I
You
have
got
carrots. I have stalk corn. I have brain fungus. I have potatoes. Whatever you need, ma'am."
Yeah, let's get some corn. Wait, that's the bad corn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the bladed corn.
Mm, I'll take the fungus.
Brain fungus. It'll just be about 2 caps per.
All right. I'll get 3 of those.
Okay, so go ahead and add the brain fungus in, and that'll be 6 caps.
All right. Caps are gone. Right. And
I don't know if I'm coming off this trip, but I did want to sell the dog meat.
Okay, if you're selling the dog meat, I'll go ahead and we'll ignore you interacting with any. Well, actually, the interaction between you and a trader will be funny if you want to roleplay it, but if not, like if you want to get to the other action, I'm fine with just speed running the trade.
you can also cook it if you want to keep it.
Yeah,
Well, I had kind of a lot, didn't I?
yeah, you got like 6.
Yeah. I'm assuming like 6 dogs worth of meat is a good bit of meat.
Yeah, but you have to eat every day in the game, so
Yeah, and the radgrass cigarettes moves your hunger down one.
yeah.
Okay, let's just assume I'm not capable of trading in my current state,
Okay.
and thus I won't do so right now.
All right. All right. Are you guys heading out to the Vault-Tec headquarters?
That
All right. As we move back,
Oh, someone's gotta carry me. I'm
I don't know,
basically
whatever she
like,
wants to do.
We'll put you on Jeffrey. I think he can hit.
What's up? What about me?
You're willing to carry me, Jeffrey? I'm effectively like
Yes,
knocked
no
out.
problema.
Glitching out. He's glitching out for the next 30 minutes. He's having his trip and he's viewing a white rabbit through a lily pad falling down
He's got the munchies,
a
and we don't
cosmic
have any
hole.
potato chips.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Can I do anything medically? My medicine is quite good still.
Yeah. Give me a difficulty 1 medical check.
Yeah, so my
Give me
arm
your
is pretty badly gashed, and
Yeah, you can
I
do
just
first aid on
bashed my
yours.
head on the ground.
yeah. You succeed. He's still gonna be in his trip, but you do heal him for whatever your medicine level is.
3.
3.
Awesome.
I For the shop there, do they have any what is considered safe water for Marcus to drink?
Uh,
Something like
yeah, they have purified water.
okay, what about radiated water or something like that? That wouldn't really affect the cool too much.
They have dirty water. If you want some, they have clean and dirty water at let me see how much the dirty water would cost.
Yeah, dirty water, I think it's like 3 or 5 taps, and it's up to GM if it's
Yeah, it's like
just
3.
radiated or what.
Yeah, it's 3 caps. It's irradiated. Yeah.
Okay, I will get three irradiated
Okay, that's gonna
water.
be just about 10 caps in total.
Okay, I pay that.
All right. Carter is just absolutely dumbfounded with everything that's happening. He's got a tribal on his left, he's got a taxman on his right, and the tribal is actively tripping out. And he's gonna walk over to Elliot and says, "Do we really want these people following us?"
You let me follow you.
That's actually fair. And he's gonna nod.
Mm.
All right. If we're headed out, I'm gonna say it's gonna be another 30 minutes. It's now like 6:30. Or like no, it's like 7:30. The party is like nearing dusk, and it's the party it actually enters a building. Are you guys heading towards the Vault-Tec headquarters? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yep.
As you enter a building through like essentially like there's a car that like slammed through the front lobby of this building. Uh, Jeffrey, make me an athletics check since you're carrying somebody on your back as you try and mount
Easy.
up over this. It's gonna be difficulty 1.
Easy.
Oh yeah, you succeed, no problem. You get 2 AP back. It's you manage to climb up over the rubble and through the rebar without scraping without scraping your little buddy on anything. And I'm going to move you guys to the map. As you enter into the Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters, and you see several people pulling up wires in front of you. Uh, they are kind of wild-looking individuals, and let me go ahead and say, standing before you, it is a sight to behold. Like there's 2 figures who are ripped up tiles and metal panels, who are ripping out cabling, unsheathing the copper from the cabling, and unspooling it around themselves. They're clothed in aluminum foil with aluminum cans that are stuffed with more foil attached to points on their body. One of them looks up to you, notices you all, and waves. He approaches and says, "Hello, fellow wanderers. We are followers of Saint Eom. We seek his electrical way here in the old ruin. Pay us no mind, unless of course you wish to follow and find the land of Mu."
I say to the taxman, I say, I bet they owe some taxes.
No, don't.
Come on. I'm trying to
Yeah.
convince him to
Yeah,
go and ask him for
the tax
taxes.
man's gonna look
Electric
through his
vehicle.
files. He says, "Name," and he's like, "My name is the the Resistor, man."
Do
And
people
Racist.
only pre-war owe taxes?
no, post-war owe taxes if there's a clear line of descent. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna get a clear line of descent from this guy. I'm just gonna basically make Juan back off for this interaction. He recognizes crazy when he sees it.
Hey, resistor. We're just gonna
Right.
come through here. Don't worry about us either.
Oh, you guys don't want to learn about the land of Moo?
I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's amazing.
All right, man. We're just gonna keep spooling this wire.
Don't electrocute
Hey,
yourself. Or do.
how long did it take us to walk here?
It took you about an hour.
Oh, okay, then I'm all better now.
Yeah, you're clear. You're no longer hallucinating. You're like
Yeah.
yeah, focused up again.
I'm gonna ask this guy why he has bone skin.
He says, "Oh
But
man, it's part of our process. We're learning to have harmony with the EMAG."
where are we?
Oh, sorry. Are you not seeing the map?
Oh, I see. Yes, I see the map. I was away for a minute.
You guys are at the Vault-Tec Regional headquarters. Inside the building are guys covered in aluminum foil with aluminum cans stuffed with more foil attached at points on their body. He's saying they're followers of the EMAG, followers of Saint EO, man.
Does Marcus know what they're talking about?
No, you have no clue what they're talking about. Do you want to learn about the land of Moo, man?
I nod yes, even though I felt like he didn't answer my question about the bone skin.
He says my skin is kind of taut, man, because it's part of the work that we have to do. We suffer so we can find the EMAG. Uh, you can't get to the land of Moo unless you learn how to teleport, man. And you can't teleport it first. You gotta follow Saint Eom's way and find harmony with the electromag. Then once you find harmony with
Um,
the cosmic rays too, you can teleport like he did. And poof, you're in the land of Moo. And he's gonna ask if anybody has a fusion cell. Carter's going to essentially um, entertain him and hand him over a fusion cell. And he's going to plug it in, and as you see his whole suit light up and spark for a minute, and he shakes from the electrical force, but he's not taking damage. He's just shaking as the electric courses through his body. And he says, "I'm feeling it, man. I can feel the EMAG."
As I see him do that, I am no longer interested in interacting with him.
No, what threw you off? Was it the
What are we doing here? What do we need here?
Uh,
we're investigating.
yeah.
yeah, location of a vault.
Feel free to join us, man. I got more aluminum foil. We're the Passacanis. You can call us Cannies for short. He grabs a can from his suit and he's like, "You want me to pass a can, man?"
Pass the can.
And he walks over to Jeffrey and says, "Here's a can, man, and here's some cable. Run through the EMAG with us." And he's gonna hand you the fusion cell that Carter handed him.
Okay. All
Just
right, I'll do whatever needs to be done with it.
looking at this, it is some kind of a bug-like experience.
They're getting shocked by electricity and like somehow bearing the shock without damaging themselves.
They are tasing themselves.
Yeah. Give me an
They
endurance
are
survival check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it just to get their confidence. Endurance survival. What's difficulty?
2.
2. I'll buy 1 dice.
Okay.
So minus 1 action point. Endurance survival. Survival endurance with 1 extra dice. Submit.
No, you're
I'm
gonna
not
take
rolling well
Oh,
today, isn't it?
you're gonna take a point of damage.
Just a point. That's okay.
Yeah. It shocks you enough that like you zap back from it and like react and
wait, can I roll to assist?
yeah, roll to assist.
Is
Well,
that
no, because you have to get at least 1 success, and then
Yeah,
that
got
I
it?
let
didn't,
someone assist.
I
So he
didn't
has to
get a
at least have
single one.
1 success.
No, it's
Got it.
okay. I can take 1 damage.
The kind of laughs and he's like, "Man, it's okay. It takes some time to get used to the EMAG. It all took us a while before we could feel the vibes. Don't feel bad. Just keep going, and eventually you won't even feel it." They
Oh,
are
oh,
actually correct.
oh,
They don't feel the electric coursing through them anymore, except like the conduction of it and like the thing it does to their body.
all of you
Do they
are
smell
insane.
charged?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Uh,
Do they smell charred
All of,
rather, like their skin?
they are a
all,
little
all,
charred. Yes.
all of you are insane. You having such thoughts going through you. Eventually, it's going to kill you.
uh,
That's only what
I'm co-
happens to people who aren't in one with the EMAG, man.
Ellie, right? I have no patience for these fools. Let look for the records we need.
The doors to either way are locked. Give me whichever way you're going, give me a difficulty 1 lockpick check. It's going to be perception or agility lockpicking.
my lockpick is no good.
Okay,
So
so agility and oh look, pick.
You jam the door on this side.
Uh, uh, I, uh,
You can use
I want to use,
a
I
luck
want
check.
to use to luck there.
Okay, go ahead and luck and re-roll it. Okay, you succeed. At first the door like almost jams, like as you're fiddling around with this bobby pin, like you almost feel it snap on you and snap inside the door handle, but it actually clicks as it almost snaps and the door is now open with the bobby pin stuck in there.
uh,
Are these metal doors?
These are metal doors, yeah.
Dang it.
Vault-Tec
Okay.
like to build everything sturdy.
Dang it. They did, didn't they?
Inside the room, you enter a room that is apparently the head office for the regional headquarters. It's a large circular desk inside that room, and before the desk is a meeting table at which several skeletons with bottles in their hand are sitting. There's old poured glasses of whiskey, and each one of them has a what appears to be a Vault-Tec Plan D bottle of cyanide in their hands. There's still
wow,
some cyanide tablets in there.
that's some hardcore.
It's strawberry flavored this time if you guys want to take it.
Yeah, yeah, why not? I'm
Uh,
joking. I'm joking.
it's going to be 4 bottles of cyanide.
Uh, we can poison the IRA guy now.
You're
Now we
so,
got the means. He's
you're
giving
so
us the means to do it.
I hope he watches the recording of this so we can see how like hellbent we were on trying to kill his character.
I'll take cyanide. I'll take one at least. I'll take
No, he
one
doesn't hear
cyanide.
you this time either.
I'll take cyanide. I'll take 1 bottle. Does anyone else want cyanide?
I'd
I
like to
know.
use my roll to
How do you
I'm not
spell
sure what the
cyanide?
difficulty
Let's
is
have a
to
look.
unlock the door that's right next to me.
It's difficulty 1.
Okay. I rolled a 2 success.
You did succeed, and it's unlocked. As you're able to go through this hallway, and Juan is actually going to step past you, and he's looking through boxes. He's going to try and make a perception survival check to see if he can find the records he's looking for.
So did anyone took any cyanide, or I will take all 4?
You want to take all 4? I mean,
Yeah, I'll take all 4. Yes, I will find a use for it.
It's going to be a difficulty 2 for him to find this document that he's looking for. Oh,
So
hearing the
you like offered
conversation.
me a bottle of, wondering if I wanted to take it. And
But
then like tribal me.
uh, is there anything on these bodies here?
They're wearing lab coats, shorts. There's nothing on them. They've been picked through. Juan does not find what he's looking for. He doesn't find any documents, any special documents. but he does find a few more records of individuals who existed pre-war. He adds them to his collection of uh, records for people who might owe things and names. He turns again to you, Elliot, as you're looking around, checking the computers and desks where like there's a bunch of old papers. It's like the side room is full of like familiar cubicles to Juan, where reams of paper sit, some stuffed in boxes. They're like haphazardly thrown across desks. Between a few of the desks are like crates that are full. Um, Inside the crate was actually some dirty water and some purified water if you guys want some.
Mhm.
And a lot of the papers were damaged, so he wasn't able to get much out of it. But what you could tell is these papers haven't been touched in over 200 years. Like they kind of fall
Uh,
apart as you reach for them.
how much for how many of the irritated water there?
There's two of them,
Does anyone mind if I take them?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
take
take
it.
it.
and there's two purified water. Um,
Ellie, why don't you take the
I'll take the purified
purified
water.
water?
I'm gonna give one of the purified waters to our tribal guy.
Ganayegi, yeah, are gone,
My-
which is so cool because if you've played Tekken, there's a little dinosaur called Gon.
There is,
It's
and
Yeah,
he's
amazing.
yeah,
so
yeah.
cute.
Annoying one. He was so annoying.
Yeah.
The little bugger.
Uh, Gone. I'll add it to your inventory because I know the compendium's a little annoying to work with, but you now have one purified water.
Hey, I have to go. I don't. I know we started a little bit late, so I assume we go 12:45. But I got a kid and family thing to do.
Okay. I'll go ahead and
You
keep
guys can
recording
go
the
on
room.
without me if you want.
I'll
Yeah, and that's
I'll
cool. I just
autopilot
wanted
you.
to
So
The pilot free
just want to
player,
say had
so
fun.
latest.
And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
later.
Peace.
Latest. Can we kill him now?
Yeah, you can kill
Mm,
you can kill Gone now. Uh, uh, are you approaching the chair, Marcus, that was in that room?
which chair?
This chair right here.
I want to check this room here,
Okay.
as I'm not as computer tech savvy as the others.
All right. Jeffrey, I'm gonna make Jonathan kind of follow you. There's
Okay.
not much else in this room. Roll me a perception survival difficulty two. You, Elliot, and you, Marcus, as you're kind of like exploring this cubicle room. Uh, Elliot, you and Marcus both find in the sheets that Juan flipped over. Uh, Sifting through some of the desks, there are documents related to buildings, blueprints of some sort, receipts, contractors' assignments, and a specific company kind of repeats over and over and over. Raygun Industries, Raygun Industries. It's not until you're a few pages in that you finally find like a notarized, itemized receipt for a Vault-Tec Series 3000 personal shelter that was purchased by Raygun Industries. It appears that the company that the mayor owns bought a personal shelter somewhere.
Hmm.
Cheeky bugger.
Are you guys interacting with the computer at all? Because I'm gonna make Jonathan head towards it in a second.
Yes.
Oh, I feel like I shouldn't interact with the computer. I might break it.
I
Okay.
interact with computer science intelligence, right?
All right. You're heading towards the computer, Jeffrey. I'll go ahead and move your character.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, Jeffrey, I'm gonna roll a perception check for Jonathan. I'm gonna make you roll a perception check as well. It's gonna be a difficulty four: perception and survival, or sneak and agility, whichever is better for you. And I'm gonna make John spend a luck point for this since he usually spends his luck points
Wait.
off.
Perception survival,
Yeah.
right? Or what's the other choice?
Agility and sneak.
Agility slick is better.
So I'll
Uh,
I'll make him spend 3 action points to get 2 more die.
I also spent 3 action points to get 2 more die.
He notices it, but the complication is going to make it go off. There is a thin metal wire tied around the chair, placed in a position of tension between it and there's something underneath the desk. A canister
Oh,
goes off, and I'm gonna check the range of it. Uh, a canister of aerosol goes off, and you are both in range of it.
yeah,
FEV canister goes off.
yeah.
Let me see what mutations you guys get.
I'm gonna get even more. I'm gonna become even more mutant.
Carter gets telepathy.
Wow.
And let me see. Jeffrey, you get radio wave sensitivity. I'll go ahead and let me pull it up, the mutation for you, the information about it.
Does that mean he can listen to the radio with his brain?
Yeah, it was a trap set by Flesh Skinner apparently. Like he left something at this building that he was at. Uh,
Oh, did anyone get affected by the FEP?
uh, Carter did and Jeffrey did. You guys weren't in the room at the time.
We got superpowers.
You become Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yay!
What begins as static and senseless noises. This is a trait. I'll add it to your character sheet later, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
You can cure this with Radaway, but essentially you get the ability to over time. At the first day, Jeffrey, you're gonna just be hearing static, but
Okay.
from now on, you're gonna be able to tune in to radio broadcasts just
Wow.
naturally.
That's cool.
As I'm
I'll
going
keep
to
that.
add to the party a playlist that you'll be able to listen to. I'll add it to
Yeah.
the. Oh damn.
Oh, this is out of character, but I finally found some like 30s Spanish language music that it was so hard to find.
First is Spanish language music.
Yeah, the artist's name is Benny Amore.
Oh, like some 1930s like Spanish music.
Yeah, it was Cuban jazz.
That's awesome. Like I've been listening through like old. I found a bunch of 1950s music. Actually, that's what I'm gonna share with you guys into the party chat, like into the Discord. I have a playlist of like 100 songs that is playing in Jeffrey's head now. Jeffrey, this playlist is now your mental playlist, and feel free guys to listen to it anytime. I'm gonna
How
things
do
you've
I
seen. You've discovered the radio station
how do
right
I access it?
here.
Oh,
So, you notice a talk show every night from like you're gonna begin to understand it around 9 p.m. tonight because it's like 7:30 p.m. in game. Around 9:30 p.m. you're gonna hear a talk show which is going to hear basically talk to you about like things going on in Dixie.
okay.
Uh, Carter is beginning to hear thoughts. What's going on in Elliot's mind?
Uh, just that this place smells, and she's not entirely sure why we were looking for the documents she just stuffed into her backpack.
Uh, Carter responds, "Yeah, it does kind of smell in here, and I don't know why we're looking for it either."
What? I didn't say that out loud.
Carter's gonna be like, "Yeah, you did," or at least I heard you say it.
I didn't say anything, but it does stink in here.
Uh, and Carter now has telepathy, and I'll add that to the chat as well. I'll add it to his character sheet, but yeah, that's gonna be fun. Um, so we have
You said I can listen to the music. How do I access the playlist? I don't
you
understand.
just click on it. It should be an unlisted playlist.
Where is that? In the
It's in the
Discord.
radio stations sub chat. I'll copy the link and add it to the general chat as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, thank you.
And the one I posted in general is just for fun.
Yeah. But essentially, you are hearing anything from Hank Williams to Dan Tominski to Georgia on My Mind, playing on repeat all through different songs all throughout the day. You are now radio wave sensitive. As you Carter's going to like kind of try and push out the thoughts that are going on, and he's going to try and access the computer. Um, which has 3 attempts. So he has 3 attempts to hit a difficulty of intelligence. Let me see here. Intelligence science difficulty check 3. So he's got 3 chances to hit it. Intelligence science. So I'm gonna spend some AP. Or no, he's got no AP. We've got party AP though. You guys okay with me spending some?
Yeah, sure.
He's gonna spend one of those. Put you down to 3, and he gets one complication. So the password is going to. He's got 2 attempts. I'm going to spend another of the party's AP, so he can try and roll that again. One additional die. Damn. I'm going to use 3 of his luck points. Go down to 5 and roll it again.
Mhm.
And he hits it. Nice. The password is Abraxo spelled with numbers A13RAX0. And you get access. Feel free, guys, to click this. This is a actual live script that's running different information in the vaults. Vault supply requisitions.
Oh.
Vault 91 request entertainment holotapes. Sub request political intrigue dramas. Evaluation request granted. Supply chain designation 200 holotape films full length sent to Westview Abbey. If asked, the supplies several sets of Latin Vulgate Bibles to be distributed across the city. They're hiding the supplies that they're sending to the vaults under a mask of basically saying that these supplies are being sent as Latin Vulgate Bibles, so no one checks the boxes.
Hmm.
Vault 7. Special reading material. Sub request. Additional revised historical and religious texts. Evaluation request granted. Mission critical. Supply chain designation. 100 copies of each text, 25 of the revisions. Sent in sealed light-proof shipping materials. Approved to Athens University.
I, I, I,
You're
cloud, I GM that there need some issue with potential scam using my Discord, so I need to take care of that. So, we out.
okay. Damn, that sucks. Uh, you're noticing, Elliot, that these are a list of like actual locations where the vaults are. Vault 121,
Hmm.
extra projector bulbs, refractory bulbs. Evaluation to request denied. Note to overseer. The supplies are hard enough to move to you all as it is. We can't get close to the park for Stone Mountain every time you forget something. Buy it through local channels. You'll be reimbursed. Vault 69. Liquid nitrogen. Sub-request. 500 industrial grade canisters. Request denied. Note, inform them that enough has already been run through Macon. Any more would arouse suspicion. Besides, these resources need to go to Vault 33 and Vault 111. Vault 69. Liquid nitrogen. Sorry, I just read that. My bad.
No, that's not.
Vault 2. Additional shoulder pads, cups, and mouth guards. Request granted. Supply chain designation. Source from industry standard, direct to school boards. The school board warehouse in Warner Robins. Move location under night. Under cover of night. Use local government action if necessary. Standard protocol. Vault 113. 40,000 additional industry standard reams of paper. 10,000 additional industry standard ink toner equipment sets. Evaluation request granted. Supply chain designation. Source from Savannah's paper mill. This didn't need to go through official channels. And Juan's going to speak up. He says, "Oh, my vault. Yeah,
Oh,
I remember
okay.
that. We did get those supplies. It's annoying that they keep calling us paper pushers, though.
I mean,
Duh.
whatever fits sticks, right?
Well, I guess, yeah. And I just got a message from Sako. Sako said he stayed up late. He messed his sleep schedule up, so he's gonna stay up for this game. But he'll be on in the next game. So I'll upload the video so he can see what happened. Yeah. Essentially he'll take that in stride and say, yeah, I guess we are paper pushers. That's 113. I think that's all of them. So basically, you give me an intelligence science difficulty 0 if you want to roll it, or if you just want me to give you the success.
Okay.
I roll
Let's
it.
see.
I roll it.
Oh yeah, you would do better.
It if I generate anything, it's gonna go to the pot for everyone. So science intelligence, right?
Yeah, difficulty 0. You get 2 successes,
Yeah.
and that goes back to the party. Um,
Yes.
what you do notice is uh, these are locations. Like he didn't mean to give it away to the guy who wrote this, but these all have different locations. The closest, when you compare it to the map that you guys got at Rambler University, the closest would be the Westview Abbey. It's like west of Meckaville, but the other locations are all kind of being marked on Jonathan Carter's Pip-Boy, or Jonathan, or not Jonathan Carter. Juan is marking them on his Pip-Boy. Athens University, uh, Stone Mountain, uh, Warner Robins, somewhere in Warner Robins. He already has the location for Savannah, and he's going to update and mark one in Macon, or one in Athens, and one in the Westview Abbey. So like, all these have been kind of written down, and one in Macon. That one would stand out to you, Elliot. There's one in Macon, Vault 69.
That sounds like one that would be making.
Yeah,
Rocket 69, Rocket 69.
yeah,
You know what that song was about?
I do.
They thought they could get away with that.
Yeah, it's amazing that they could get away with that. So yeah, you guys feel free to follow up on whichever direction you guys want to go with this.
Hmm.
Wherever you guys want to go, I'll follow. Me and Mr. Krabs are in.
I think we should. Let me see. Go to Vault 91 and steal all their holotapes.
Carter's
How about
going
you?
to agree with you. Yeah, Vault 91 sounds about right. And he says that before you say anything.
My God. Let me speak first.
Uh,
Speak.
he's trying to, but he's confused that you're not like he thinks that you're speaking. Like he keeps thinking that you're speaking before you do.
Ellio's just gonna give him a weird look. Like, yeah, let's
Anything on Jeffrey's mind? Actually,
Uh,
Jeffrey is Jonathan is hearing Jeffrey's static. That's in Jonathan's mind.
he
okay,
looks
let
at
me put
Jeffrey and he just
some.
goes, ah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Okay, okay.
where's this music coming from?
Yeah, yeah. Jonathan's picking up a carrier back signal of Jeffrey's static, and it's just kind of annoying both of them. Um, I'll go ahead and move you guys to
Sorry,
the
I got
map.
adverts now.
Do you got what?
Adverts on my playlist.
Oh, adverts. Yeah,
YouTube adverts. Yeah,
Gotta get
YouTube adverts.
that ad.
I hate
I'm not
YouTube
rich
ads.
enough to have premium YouTube.
I added like so many YouTube blockers, but they're evolving their game. Like they've basically broken all my ad blockers at this point.
It happens. Adblock Plus, or was it? Oh, one block. They'll usually get on it in about 2 weeks or less.
I will
Once we
add
get
that.
that update.
You know, just for fun of it, I'm just gonna always play the playlist, so it's played in my head, right?
Okay, yeah, feel free. And then I'll go ahead and move you guys to Terminus. Uh, it's gonna be a short trip to Terminus. Um, the Westview Abbey is right over here. It'll be about 2 hours, and you'll arrive under cover of night.
Perfect.
Right.
It's now 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna move you guys to the map for this page. As you guys end up, you all reach the Westview Abbey. The grounds are at least, it's a short way up on this dirt path. You can see the entrance to the church that's up on the hill is kind of a few feet away, separated by this stone wall. Like this dirt path kind of leads through two stone walls on either side. Well, if we're gonna get collections from this guy Flesh Skinner, we should probably get going. And I'm gonna pilot these 4 characters. This is kind of fun. I'm essentially playing against myself. And Elliot, you notice a graveyard full of ghouls. Make me an agility
Mm.
sneak check. You're gonna be
Oh
leading this
gosh.
agility sneak.
Amazing. All right.
Difficulty 1. They don't notice you. They're kind of just milling about, sitting on the graves. Do
Mm.
you want to use a luck point to reroll that?
Yeah, I haven't used any luck points yet, so yes, I would like to use can I reroll both with 2 luck points?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. Let's do it again.
You succeed. You turn around and notify the party.
Hey guys,
Quite. Yeah.
there's some tangos up there. We don't know if they're alive. Look alive.
You don't have to go that way. The church is over to the left. You're,
Wait,
yeah.
I do not choose combat. Let sleeping dogs lie.
And you
Mm.
do notice there is 1, 2, 3 ghouls in your way between you and the church. It's going to be a little bit of a higher difficulty sneak check to like kind of sneak past. Mar uh, Jonathan and Marcus are able to walk no problem right through these doors. Like the ghouls don't notice or care about other ghouls. They're able to walk through these doors just no problem. They
Okay.
kind of walk ahead of you guys, ignoring the ghouls.
Mm. Mm. I guess I'd try to sneak.
All right, it's gonna be a difficulty 2. Whoever wants to
Mhm.
roll, I can let someone roll for you. I can let Marcus or
I will roll.
okay.
Uh, I
Jeffrey,
will roll. I got good sneak. I got good sneak. Difficulty 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm buying 1 additional dice from my own. Ooh, okay.
Nice. They
Difficulty,
like
yeah.
a ghost. Jeffrey just kind of walks through, and I'm gonna move all of you guys into the church because Jeffrey just kind of like cloaks everybody under his poncho and sneaks, and Gon is used to this idea of like stealthing past creatures. You're kind of having to hug Juan right next to you, and Elliot is under your poncho as you guys all kind of like tiptoe past these ghouls, which are somehow not noticing a giant man in a black poncho.
it's like a cartoon moment where we're all disguised as a bush,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "Why is that bush moving into the church?"
Well, I'm green, so yes.
The church is a old stone church with like different pews. Like there doesn't appear to be much in here. It's mostly uh uh been picked over, to be honest.
There's something here.
As you notice, Elliot, there is a staircase leading down to the mausoleum underneath the church.
Mm.
And as you are you entering that staircase?
I think it's appropriately creepy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
as you enter in, you see downstairs a giant rolled open vault. Vault 91's doors open, and you can smell something coming out from this vault. I'm gonna
Is
move
it
you guys
stinky?
into it. It is stinky in the same way that Flesh Skinner's lair was.
Oh. Mm. I thought there would be hollow tapes.
That's
How come
music in my head.
everywhere
Yeah.
I go with you people smells so bad?
And Juan is familiar with this vault, and he says it's time to do some collections.
We're gonna be rich.
You have to kill him.
Yes.
The door is open as Johnathan looks in and he can hear something from in his mind reaching out to him. It's a repeated groaning noise, like a psychic drone. Um, there are creatures within whose minds are as active uh, as
Okay.
Carter's is, and you do recall that Flesh Skinner mentioned making creatures out of brain matter. Next,
Oh, gross. All right. So he relays this to us.
yeah.
We say, Betty, there's something definitely wrong with you because none of us are hearing that.
I can't see anything on a dark screen. Can you put me
The
somewhere so I can see
Yeah,
something?
let
Oh,
me.
yeah, yeah. If you right click and drag, you can find where we are on the map. Your
Yeah,
token's here.
I'm not sure.
I thought your
Let me
token
check.
was right
Let
here.
me check that his
Okay.
token has vision. Yeah. Let me.
I
Are you
put my
seeing?
token. That's why I wanted GM to do it. Yeah, now I got this two of me here. Okay, I delete one. That's it. Yes.
Oh,
You
is
see
is
a.
this
Yes,
a
yes,
movie
yes. I can
poster?
see.
Yeah, this is a poster for Vault-Tec's just general vibe. Like this is a Vault-Tec poster inside the door. It's a also a poster for uh Vault-Tec, Savior of Humanity, coming to your theater soon.
Your theater?
I mean, it was the reason why I wanted to go here, but I don't think we're gonna find any movies.
You do notice there is a room to the side, and a large door that is open, that leads in towards this hallway. And you are assaulted with the stench of one more, once more pulsing flesh.
Ugh.
Inside this room, you see a TV playing, with a holotape inside of it, of a film by Cooper Howard, a cowboy western film.
Cooper Howard, the ghoul.
Yeah, the ghoul.
If-
He'd be quite
The
human
man
on the
from
film.
Dead Horse. It's a TV show playing a movie playing on the film Man from Dead Horse. Is Elliot sitting and watching?
She'd probably distracted, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a holotape loaded in this TV or the TV is just playing the movie?
There's a holotape in the TV playing the movie. It's
What would I
like a
need to roll
VCR
to
essentially
extract it?
inserted. She's gonna extract it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and add to your inventory the Man from Dead Horse
Oh,
holotape
awesome.
by California Crest Studios, a Cooper Howard original.
I'm gonna add that to other.
Doot, 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 doot. Boo.
There are a few more movies sitting on the couch, like on these different nightstands. There's another Cooper Howard one called Under the Covers. It seems to be a spy drama, and another one called A Man and His Dog.
Oh, we gotta take that one.
Doot, 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 doot.
At this point, you can hear the groaning of a creature as well. Elliot, there is a creature that is groaning down the hallway, and Jonathan can just barely make out the shape of it. I don't know if you guys want to continue or that's up to you. I'm fine with rolling all four of these guys doing combat and then like ending the session after we beat the boss. Oh,
Yeah, and
I
then
get
they
that.
wouldn't have to worry about going through combat. Or maybe they want to. I don't know. You're not
I
here
got
in
another
combat.
45 minutes, so we can do it.
Okay, sweet. Um, there is a creature down the hallway that Jonathan is making out, and it is making eye contact with him and reaching out and saying, "Come, join us, join us."
Sure.
It is a
That's
brainiac monster.
one ugly son of a bitch.
They gave Dobby a brain.
I gave Dobby a brain, yeah. As I'm going to enter you guys into combat.
Listen, that radio in my head, can I switch it off or is it always on?
You can switch it off if you really focus
Like,
hard. Give me a perception
oh
difficulty
no.
0.
Let it be always on. I will always play it. So if I like sing a melody, it means, I do it in game, actually in game in the character.
Sounds good.
So if you hear me sing into the radio. Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and roll everybody's character sheet up. Initiative. Ganayegi is going forward. Initiative. 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 And the brain monsters. Alright, and then I'm sorting by first. Marcus is going to take position at the corner of this hallway, and he's going to lay off 2 shots like he always does. If he has the AP for it, yeah, he does. Let me see why his character sheet always does that weird. I'm looking in his character sheet to see if I can fix this hunting rifle thing. Repeating PC weapons. That is so strange.
That's got to be something related to the attributes ability thing, because it's like a string of text that always shows whenever he clicks on.
Yeah. Let's see. Small guns and agility. Agility is 10. Let me fix that. And small guns. And let me see if I roll it again, because I'm going to spend those 2 successes he got. And 2 successes. And I'm going to roll extra damage for him. Interesting. Interesting. Small guns. Agility. Small guns. Physical. I don't know why it's doing that. But I'll ignore it. It's whatever. Roll damage for him, and he's gonna roll 12. And that does 14 damage, and he's gonna roll it again. And that's gonna be 11. This first creature, he just absolutely destroys it.
Wow. I think we need some more tough enemies with the damages like that. 14 damage, 11 damage.
I think he hyper specified his character on this particular thing, because I
Yeah.
did.
Alright, and next in the turn order is gonna be Ganayegi. Ganayegi's gonna move up 9 tiles, and he's in close range with this creature. I'll go ahead and move the token so you guys can see into here. You have vision of the Nuka-Cola thing, right? Everybody can see this Nuka-Cola token.
What
Yeah.
am I doing?
You can call a token?
Everybody can see this, right?
I can't see it. But
Oh,
that's
I'm
because
somewhere in the back. I barely can see it. It's like a little bit out.
I can't see Jeffrey.
how's that?
I'm in the back. I'm with the taxman.
Can you see the token now? Can you see? Are you getting vision from it?
No, I
I
can see
nope.
a little bit of it. I'm just too far.
How's that?
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. So
There we go.
anywhere that token
Okay.
moves now, you guys will be able to see. So like, if someone turns the corner, everyone will be able to see. Uh,
Okay.
Ganayegi is going to make his attack with his combat spear on this creature. All right, and that hits and roll for damage. That's gonna do 7 damage, persistent 3. This creature is now down to 8 health, and it's going to be the Brainiac monster's turn, and it's going to attack Ganayegi with Pyrokinesis, and it doesn't hit. So he dodges just the feeling from this creature, and it looks at him with its claws. He's going to dodge back as the air in front of him ignites. It's now Jonathan Carter's turn. John's going to move up into here and lay off a shot with his that gun. Oh, his that gun's broken.
We should have fixed it.
2 AP points. And roll for damage. That's going to be 3 persistent, so 2 persistent. So this guy. All right, Jeffrey, it's your turn.
I'm quite far, so wait, how many can I move? How many squares? I forgot. You got I think I can
Where
move
it's
8.
equivalent to your agility score, so
Yeah.
you can move 8.
Yeah, 8. And if you sprint, you can move 16.
See.
So you can minor action and then sprint. So that'll put you all the way up.
No, you can't, isn't it? By the rules, you can only do movement action once.
Oh, okay, you can only,
Unless
yeah, you're
it's
right,
a
you're
house.
right.
Yeah, it's only once. Okay, I sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I got another 8. Choo, 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 choo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm
Nice.
in the room now. That's it. And I got minor action. What I can do with the minor action? Absolutely nothing. Okay, that's it.
Juan is going to sprint as well. He has a agility of 5, so wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. All right, and then next is Elliot. Elliot's in last in turnover, man. You have low agility.
I have no agility. I was thinking about maybe putting a point into it, but that's neither here nor there. We'll figure that out later. Uh, full dash. I'm gonna sprint to. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a second. That's 7.
Nice.
And then I can go 3 more. There. Can I
Oh, I got
buy?
Florida Man playing in my head now.
Since I sprinted, can I buy an action to hit this guy, or is
Yeah,
he
yeah,
gonna
you
die
can.
next turn? Mm,
So you know this tribal guy, is he throwing weapon or is he melee as well?
He's throwing and melee. He's got a bunch of spears on his back and one that's like a sturdier spear in his hand.
Right.
That hits with 1 AP. And that's 8 damage, so that does kill this creature as well.
Squished. That's my turn.
Yeah, it squishes the brain like a man stepping on a brain. I don't know any other way to describe that. Uh,
I can.
as Marcus is going to move his full movement as well. He's got 10 agility, so I'm gonna move him here and then 14. So he's looking down this hallway, and that's gonna be his turn. Ganayegi's gonna move forward and spear this giant flesh forged.
Those the guys that regenerate every
Oh,
turn.
I like this big guy. Florida Man. Oh, yes.
He gets 2 successes.
I like the Florida Man jingle. It's so good.
Yeah, it's an actual song by the guys who wrote the
It's playing,
I
it's
forget the
playing in my head right now.
Don't Fear the Reaper by the
It's
Blue Oyster
playing.
Cult.
Oh wow.
Blue Oyster Cult. Yes, that's it.
3 damage. All right, so let me see how much it actually hurts the creature where he hits it. Uh, so he does 2 damage to it, and it's going to regenerate on its turn. None of the Brainiac monsters are around anymore, so now it's Jonathan's turn. Jonathan's going to move forward, and we are going to attack with this incendiary weapon as well. That hits. I'm going to fire 3 additional die. That is going, and he's going to spend a luck point to reroll those 2 damage die. And that's going to roll 2 of them. So that's going to be 8,
Glory demand. Glory demand.
and that's going to deal 7 damage. So this creature is down to 11, and it is bleeding. So the regeneration is going to be down a little bit. Next is Jeffrey's turn.
Yay! I move 8 squares. I already counted. I'll be here so I can reach him. That big guy
Yeah,
right here. And I smash him with the Jeffrey's karate chop.
let's do it.
Jump.
That hits with 1 AP.
Yay! Okay, I generated 1 AP.
I think you should
And
use it to
DiMaggio.
add to your damage if you want. Oh,
Oh,
that's
yes.
Persistent,
Oh, yes.
piercing. Oh yeah, you pierce through his armor completely. You stun him.
No,
Where?
stun. No,
the
stun.
fist of
Listen.
justice.
Stun only works if it's a strike a specific location. So I have to strike a specific location with a minor action.
Okay, so you have to
So
strike a
it doesn't.
specific location. And it's
Yes.
persistent.
I,
So for the next, let me see here, 8 turns, or like no, not 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 turns. It's gonna take persistent damage. All right. Next is Juan. Juan is going to move up, and he is freaking out, and he's going to hide next to Marcus. And then it's going to be Elliot's turn.
Right. Let's see how close I can get to this guy. Not very close, to
so
be
Juan
honest.
is useless pretty much.
Juan is useless, yeah.
What? Juan just got into the game. He probably doesn't even have good
He just runs
weapons.
away.
So it's okay.
More and more
We're
reasons to
beefy.
kill him.
Uh, I'm right behind Jeffrey though. So is there a way that I can actually hit this guy from where I am?
Yeah, you can. You can hit
Okay.
him.
Right.
I'm going to say you stumble forward into the creature's grasp or creature's reach.
Ah, darn it.
Like the weight of the super slide kind of pulls you forward.
This is the first time this has happened. I swear this doesn't happen a lot.
Uh, Next is going to be Marcus, and Marcus is going to fire a shot. Man, that is crazy. And he gets piercing 2, so that does 9 damage minus 1, so that is going to be 8. And this creature is almost down. It's Ganayegi's turn, so he's going to roll his spear damage. It does nothing. And it's now the monster's turn, and it's going to regenerate 5 HP back. It's now back up to 8. It's Jonathan Carter's turn. He's going to roll his damage because it's persistent damage on his as well. Does nothing. Now it's your turn, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yay! So now I can pick as a minor action a specific location. So let's pick, I don't know.
You got persistent damage on
So
him,
I
don't you?
guess. Yes. And by choosing specific location, I have stun now available to me. 3
That hits
successes.
and gets 2
Okay.
AP back.
And DiMaggio.
Piercing 1.
Stun,
All of it's
stun, stun.
piercing. Wow, nice. And it stuns. It stuns him for the next turn, and he's not going to be able to attack. And it's
Unless he uses
persistent.
some AP.
So roll me your damage of your weapon again.
I think it's just 5, isn't it? I'm not gonna add my strength to it because strength is separate. So
Yeah.
5 dice of damage. That's a bit. Oh yes.
And through its armor, it takes 2 damage, and that kills it. As your punch, these bladed knuckles that you have are just carving out flesh each hit, and you finally carve out its heart,
Wow.
enough that it can't regenerate, and it goes down. Like you carve out enough of the meat of its the fleshy heart that it's trying to regenerate it, and it just falls over with a lack of energy.
Be
That's
like a
that's
sick Mortal
exa-
Kombat fatality.
that's exactly how I wanted to play this character. He's like pretending to be a nice guy, but in deep down he's like bloodlusting monster.
Juan is cowering in the back. He's going to move forward next to Jeffrey, who seems to be the one who's like the confident, dangerous one. And Elliot, there is a creature down the hall. Uh, it's not in combat with you yet.
Not in combat with us yet. Okay. I don't see any bogeys here. So, I mean, I'm gonna. Is this blood
Yeah,
hazardous terrain?
yeah, it
Okay.
is. It is.
Okay, so I can only move like one more square there. And I guess I could sprint to it, but I still wouldn't be able to get that far. I would only be able to get over here, I think.
Yeah, that's about how far you'd be able to move. Marcus has an extremely long range rifle, so let me see how far the distance is, because sorry, that's within range of his gun.
Is it what's the ideal range on that gun? Is it medium or long?
It's long, like it's
Oh.
extreme actually.
Okay, well in that case then that's perfect. It doesn't suffer from an increased difficulty or anything.
All right, let's see here. Nice, he hits, and then roll damage. That's gonna be 7 minus 3, so that's gonna be 4 damage on this creature. And it now roars and is lumbering towards you, Elliot. Lumbering towards all of you, really. Ganayegi's moving forward. 7, 9. All right. And then it's going to be the Flesh Forge's turn. Its health is going to go back up to full. And it is moving forward to you. And it's going to make an attack on Elliot.
Let's see it. This hits.
That's going to be piercing 3.
Piercing 3. That's gonna get through all but one of my armor, so that is gonna do the full 3 damage.
Nice.
Can I play a playlist from any Fallout game in my
Yeah,
head?
yeah, yeah. Any Fallout game.
I wanna
All
play
right.
Fallout 4
That
playlist.
puts my strength at 10 now.
Bingo, bango, bongo. He don't want to leave the Congo. No, 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 no. It's now Jonathan's turn. Actually, Ganayegi didn't attack, did he? The Flesh Forge attacked, but now it's Jonathan's turn. 7 movement and firing with this gun of his. That hits and roll damage. That does nothing. Man, he's not doing great with this
What
gun.
was that? I never.
Alright, next is Jeffrey's turn.
Jeffrey's turn. One sec, my PC is a little bit froze. All right. So who do we have left?
Just this creature so far.
There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't get to it. Alright, I will use major action to sprint, so obviously I'll get to him. And
Okay.
then I use 2 action points to buy another
Major action.
attack,
Okay.
another action. And then I use 1 dice to buy an extra dice because now it's difficulty 2, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a second action. Okay, and I smash.
No, you
Oh,
do not.
sorry, I'm
Oh, you
supposed to
do.
roll
No,
another
you
one.
do. You do.
One
You
sec.
hit. You hit.
No, I need 2 because it's my second action. I
Yeah.
bought it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on the
You're right.
second action, you always have 1 extra. Yeah.
But you
So I
should
need
roll another die.
target 17. Yeah, that's it.
That hits. Yeah.
We got it. That hits. And now we get the damage.
Holy
My
crap!
goodness.
Yay!
You
That's
carve out this
oh,
creature. You were just like X-Man, Wolverine slicing away at this creature as it is just ripped apart and it is trying to heal, but every slice is throwing out ribbons of blood and it is just turning into essentially minced meat, like ground beef, where its flesh is being like just absolutely ribboned.
that's
That
cool. I'm gonna.
pierces through everything. That does -1. That's 13 damage to this creature. Let me see where you hit it.
Well, you're an artist.
In its head, so
And
it's stunned. You no, you actually hit it in its head so hard you're carving away bone. Like you're exposing the brain matter of this creature. It may be lacking like eyeballs, but it is absolutely like reeling from this hit.
yay!
If it
Juan is
had
still
an
hiding
edible
in the
thing,
background. He's moving up with you guys so he doesn't get left behind. Elliot, it's your turn.
all right. I can get to him now. And I will smash.
Smash. That hits.
Okay.
Generates you 1 AP.
I'm going to use that AP to add an additional dice of damage.
And that kills this creature. With one slam, again in its head, you bonk its head down into the flesh, and like it's not able to regenerate because you've smashed flesh into flesh, and it's not able to push the flesh back out with its regeneration. It just kind of seals up over it and falls to the ground. It seals up the spot where the head
Mhm.
used to be and just falls to the ground because the head is like caved in into the other flesh. All right.
Nice.
And now you guys can freely explore.
All right, all right. Explain to
Okay.
me one phrase. So I listen to the radio in my head, and there's one phrase in the song saying, "I'm as horny as Kansas in August."
I'm as
What's
corny
that
as
about?
Kansas in August.
That's
Yeah.
because that's just
Why?
the Midwest is a big place where they grow a lot of corn.
And they're saying like I'm corny, and corny can also mean like I'm just uh uh like I make jokes that are
Okay,
corny, like
you think it's
ridiculous.
corny?
I say, I don't
It's
know. I feel like
corny.
everybody's differently. Like corny.
Oh.
Corny is like a way of saying like something is. Would you say it's awkward or something like that? Like,
Not awkward, but like not cliche either. It's like uh,
I'm sure she
I've
said in the
never
song horny, not corny.
No, it's corny. It's corny.
oh,
I'm
It's
corny as
corny. Okay,
Kansas.
okay. Okay.
Um
Yeah, it's Kansas City, August.
it corny is like oh my God, I
No, I know
cannot
what
explain
corny
it.
means.
yeah.
I know
It's
what
so hard
corny
to
means. I
explain.
thought that she was saying it
Oh,
corny.
nice.
I know what it means. I
Okay,
know what it
awesome.
means.
I was
That
gonna say, I'm not even sure I know what it means
Yeah,
anymore.
now I'm like, holy crap, I don't know what
I'm
it means.
questioning everything I've ever learned.
You do remember that he mentioned that he needed to build his forge near the power supply in this building. And like Juan is shivering next to Jeffrey, and he's going to be following closely to Jeffrey. Uh, while Jonathan and I'm going to make Jonathan and uh, Ganayegi follow close to you, Elliot. Marcus
Okay,
is
awesome.
following behind at a distance.
Is there anything left in this kitchen? This kitchen is all.
There is tea, a branded tea called Starry Skies tea, like sweet tea packets, almost like the packets you can get the pour in like at a store in modern store. Like they're powderized sweet tea ticket packets, and then
Okay.
there are Nuka-Colas, and there are
Okay. All right.
foods.
Oh,
So let me see what all you roll. Roll 3 foods. There's Dandy Boy apples, pork and beans, iguana bits, and then I have to hang up. Hey Sam, I'm in the middle of a session. Can you hear me?
Let's maybe finish on that because I need to go feed my cats.
Okay.
So
yeah.
All right. I'm finally ending here, guys. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
All right. Uh, I will end the session here, and I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
yeah, yes,
Everybody
yes.
have a wonderful